Yeah, I think that's
I
good.
can also get this close to the microphone.
Fantabulous. Ow. But yeah, back to the original question. How's life going?
It's, you know what, honestly, it's going. This is probably going to be like the busiest year of my life, and I'm both incredibly excited for it. There's a lot of changes that are happening just in the first like 2 months of the year alone, both like life-wise and content-wise. But you know, it's scary, but very exciting.
Nice.
So busy, but honestly, mostly tone of my life right now. Fucking busy and exhausted.
Exhausted.
How have you been?
I have been busy as fuck. Oh God, it's been so you know, we were talking about briefly before the stream, and it was like, yeah, I basically had to liquidate my life and move to New York in the span of 3 to 4 months, and I did. It just took a lot of time and effort, and it's there now. We're here. We have the land. We have everything, and now I'm just like, now I got to fix everything. So it's just like going from one fire to the next, and it's like fuck. But that's okay. It's a good stress.
Quite literally one fire to the next.
Yeah. Oh, that match didn't catch on fire yet. Come on, match. I'll say, in kind of good news, there's been a lot of good news lately, and I feel like I've been upsetting people with how much good news I've been having. it's like, okay, now you brag, and it's like, I have no one else to tell.
That's how I feel. Like one of our best friends, though, my best friend Haley and I, we both were like in similar circumstances. She had to forcibly like quit her job for her health. I got laid off of my job. We both moved home with our parents. I went into like massive credit card debt, all this other stuff. And every time that we catch up with this one friend of ours, she's like, yeah, like my fiance and I were getting married in Spain. We just bought our second house because we have our one in Denver, and then we have our one in Austin, Texas. Oh my gosh, do you guys want to see my new car? It's a Tesla. And then you know what, actually, I don't even know if we really like living in Austin. We might go get a third house, but like that's TBD. And it's like, that's totally okay. And we're like, and she's like, how are you guys doing? We're like, I'm 30 years old and I live with my parents, and I'm still $7,000 in credit card debt with like a 4-figure savings account, barely.
Would you like to hear a funny little trick that I learned to get rid of credit card debt?
You just don't pay it and you let it go to collections?
You don't pay it, and then they come to you before they come to the collections. And then they go, hey, this $10,000 debt you owe, give us $1,200, we'll call it even. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, here you go.
Hopefully that's only if like the company's like solid. You know what I mean? Like if they're
Capital One
about it.
Because I went to the fucking Capital One bank and I was like, I want to pay this down, but the interest is too high. Can we work something out? And then the teller literally told me, don't pay it. They'll come to you with a reduced price. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, that's the way it works here. I'm like, that's terrible. I want to pay the 10 grand. I just need some help. Like, fuck. And they're like, they're not going to help you. You got to do it this way. And I'm like, okay.
Hey, she was giving out that like Krabby Patty secret sauce type shit, right? She was giving out that secret patty recipe. There was one time it was a hospital bill. They didn't bill me because they have 6 months to bill you. They billed me at like 5 months and 28 days, and they sent the bill to an address I no longer lived at. It was not forwarded to my current address. They did not email me. They did not call me. They did not let me know any way, shape, or form because they didn't bill me until 5 months and 28 days after. So that immediately went to collections. Basically, I had no way of knowing I had that bill. And then I thought it was a scam because I kept getting calls. I'm like, oh, this collection, this blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, God, these fucking scammers, man. They're just so persistent. And then I looked it up and I said, I like went to go on Credit Karma and I applied for a credit card and it said, you can't have a credit card. You're literally in collections right now. And I said, what?
Dude.
Hang on. For realsies? Like,
oh, shit, they were real. Fuck.
Pinky swear? And so it had been so long since, because I was like in college, so that debt was sitting for like 2 or 3 years. It had like traded hands with a bunch of different collections companies. And I disputed it on Credit Karma. And because it had changed hands so many times, they didn't have the original verification of the debt, like those documents. So it was only like $600 too. It was a literal hospital bill from like after insurance and stuff. But yeah, so that just went bye bye, and I said, cool, thank you.
I had a medical thing. I had what's it called? One of those things where they shove a camera in your ass. I can't remember what it's called. But
colonoscopy?
Yeah, that one. Jesus, green Jello tasted so disgusting that week. Oh my god. But
yeah, did you have to like drink that like awful liquid where you basically just like were on? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It just like, you ever feel empty inside? Now imagine feeling physically empty. It's like holy shit. Oh my god, I need food.
I felt like that a time or two, but that's just because. How gross am I allowed to be?
I literally show my ass crack on stream and I talk about how.
Let's go.
Like you can be as gross as you want. Go for it.
So this was like in Denver. I had to take like a temporary medication. But one of the medication caused constipation. So I was like, oh no, it'll be fine. But so I was taking it, and then there's one. It was like fine up until like toward the end of the month. And then I hadn't pooped in like 4 days, and it was painful, dude. It was so painful. And so what I did was I took a laxative.
Yeah.
And I waited, and that didn't do anything. So 12 hours later, I took another laxative.
Oh, don't double.
No. At this point, I'm no. At this point, I'm desperate. I'm in pain. I'm going to blow. I'm going to explode. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to implode. And so the next morning, I didn't even wait a full 12 hours. The next morning, looks like I'm being roasted.
It's normal. Everyone gets a little crispy here.
It's fine. It's nice and warm by the snow.
Yeah.
But so the next morning, I took 3. I took one. I waited 12 hours. I took another one. I waited like 6 to 8 hours. I took 3 all at once.
Oh.
And then maybe I don't know if you've ever seen one of those videos that are like unclogging like sewage drains or something.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was like just slow, and it was like, is it actually happening? And then the drain unclogged, and it looked like a fire. It was like a fire hydrant. That was not fun for the next like 3 days.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I felt pretty empty after that.
I need to be whole again, please, sir. I'm so empty. So, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna vibe pretty well because I love talking about my shits and also how much I hate corporations, and I worked for one for a while. So it's gonna be a good fucking time, I tell you. Damn.
I think so.
Actually that's one thing. I think it's you, Mochi, and I think Siren also does a corporation job, but I tried doing that shit for 8 years, and it was a mismatch. I should not have been in corporate. I am like roughneck, blue collar kind of guy, and corpo stuff pisses me off because I'm like, you guys are not taking the path of least resistance. You are, in fact, making things worse. Why can't we fix this? I want to fix this. And they're like, you can't because you do not have the proper authority. And it's like, but I can fix it.
Yeah, my biggest thing. Also, hi, John, welcome in. Literally shooting this shit.
Yeah.
One of my biggest things that I've noticed is like, and something that I tried, because I used to be a project manager. Well, I was a project manager. Something I tried to do as a project manager. Was like when I used to work directly with patients, and there were like so many things I would notice where I was like, this would help everyone out so much. And I would go to my other coworkers and like, hey, if we implemented this change, wouldn't it be awesome? And they're like, fuck yeah, that would be so good. And so I would take it to like my managers, and they're like, no,
yeah,
that's a lot of work. We already have blah 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 blah. There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of people who, I feel like that's why I think hiring like from within and like people like who make their way up the ranks, they have the insider knowledge to actually know the insides and outs and know like the problems. But when you start doing like external hires of like, this person has no idea, they don't know the inner workings, they've never even had the position of the people whose jobs they're trying to police. like all this stuff. It gets to be a lot. I will say it definitely depends on, because I feel like there are some companies out there who, like, especially in this big wave of like pro, like just like everything is just pro profit. Everything is just all we care about is profits. We will use AI to eliminate as many of your positions as possible. We're gonna do all this. There are some companies who've like decidedly put their foot in the sand and been like, that's literally just not us because we're actually run by decent and ethical people. But those are not typically the large corporations.
Yeah. The big ones just want money, which, sure, I get it. We need money to run the business. It's the lifeblood of the business. But, like, why the hell are you hiring a guy because he's a little bit cheaper, but he has no knowledge? He's going to cause more damage in the long run than the guy that's hired within. And it's just like, I fucking hate it.
Right. Let's see. Grim Reaver says, is this the place where we burn furniture and chat? You could totally put chat in the fire if your laptop around here.
Yeah, I could.
We could put chat in the fire eventually.
Also, I know Grim. Hey, Grim. Where's the damn lighter fluid? I gotta make sure these logs light.
That idea won't work because it wasn't conceived of by a manager. I have. Oh my God, Grim! I'm about to pop off for a second. I'm about to. Have you seen the fucking? I am a surgeon. I literally am a project manager. That's what I am in my bones, okay? I joined this company at the very beginning because I think it's really kind of weird when people, like, in job interviews are like, oh, this is how I would fix this thing at your company. I'm like, you don't even work here. How do you know what's there to fix? Blah, blah, blah. Unless you're, like, like a consumer type thing and you're working. It's like, and it doesn't matter. So I joined, and within the first 2 months, I said, none of this really makes a lot of sense, and it's very disjointed and unorganized and a lot of other stuff. So this is my proposal to make sure that everyone is, like, on the same page, because all the different departments are not connected, and there's not a lot of transparency, and there's also not, like, a lot of guidelines or, like, SOPs on how to do our jobs. So this is what I would recommend, and it was just, like, very basic project management software that actually outlines all the steps of our jobs, and it's kind of like a responsibility, like, grid that shows, like, which activities are with which department and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I'm not going to say her name, but my manager's manager, okay? I'll call her E. I'll call her...
How about Edna?
Yeah, we'll call her. Oh, but Edna Mode is so fucking sick. I'll call her Trunchbull. How about that? I'll call her Trunchbull. Trunchbull from Matilda. That's what I'll call her. We're like Professor Umbridge, basically. Oh, everyone hated Professor Umbridge. I'm calling her Umbridge. So Umbridge is like, well, actually, we're already making this custom software that's supposed to do all of that, so that's not really necessary. The software won't be available for like another year, though, and it's basically just if you took an Excel spreadsheet and you put it inside of a web browser. That's really the only difference. So, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So then, after they launch this dashboard, right? Umbridge comes back and she's like, hey guys, here's like a software. Sorry, here, let me go back. Guys, here's a software that we think is really cool, and it'll help put the entire clinical trial office on the same page. And I know it looks exactly like a project management software, and that's because that's exactly what it fucking is. And you know how it took like an entire year that you came to us with your proposal, Mishi, and then we said, that's fucking stupid. And then we also said, we don't really want to pay for you to get licenses. And then your manager was like, I saved this department over $1 million by myself last year. I think you can fork over $100 a year for a fucking license. And then we finally gave it to you after 8 months of you begging. Yeah, so we're going to actually take that idea. We're going to say it was my idea, and then we're going to go with that idea. Then we're going to use a project management software. Okay, thank you very much. I crash out.
I fucking hate it so much. So let me ask you this. Are you worried about content stuff interrupting work stuff? Because you're still working there, right? Or
all the time, actually.
Oh, and how's that feel?
So right now, like, I've been trying to be a lot better. I can actually share like a screenshot with you after stream about like being more proactive about forming like good habits about setting a schedule that is sustainable and more realistic. It has been a bit difficult with the like skunkathon and everything that's been going on, just because a lot of it calls for like, I don't know. I feel like I should do, it's special events. It's like things that, keep the hype going, do that kind of stuff. Because I'm asking for a lot, so I want to give a lot in return.
Yeah.
But I think that like my eventual goal, I don't think I could ever fully get rid of like my job, whether or not it's this job. I just don't think I could ever fully commit to content creation because the financial stability is just too good. Also, like health insurance is really cool. That's a very fun thing to have. But I would like to be more dedicated to my content. I would like to have more time to actually do a lot of like the cool stuff, because right now it's really difficult, like having a 9 to 5, streaming 3 times a week, doing community events at least once a week. If I have any offline collabs, making outside content, keeping up with relationships. I'm in a long distance one. Hopefully that'll be changing next month. But like it's just a lot of stuff. And then also like personal like chores. Making sure that I stay somewhat healthy, going to the grocery store. I don't leave my house except for like once every like 20 something days.
I was literally in the same spot of just like, it was work, go home, plan for stream, and then maybe play some video games. And it was exhausting because then they would creep into each other's, like, you only have so much effort in a day. And then,
so many spoons.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's 5 spoons. Work takes 3. It's like, uh-oh. It's like, oh, shit. That's not good. I guess I'm not showering for a few days. And it's like, hey, take these drugs. This medication will give you 10 spoons.
I miss my meth. Meth gives me at least... Meth, like, doubles my spoons. I need more spoons, but I haven't had the time to go to the doctor to get my meth.
And they always run out because everyone's like, hey guys, they want us to do way too much work, and this medication helps us do that work. And then at the same time, they're like, you can't do that. Those drugs, those are stimulants, and those are addictive, and you're a drug addict. It's like, you want me to work 2 doubles today? Yes, I need drugs. Give me the drugs. It's like,
give me the drugs right now. Give me the meth.
So I actually quit.
This is not a request.
I actually quit my medication. I still have some leftover, Folklin, generic Folklin, in my cabinet right now, because I found out that once I was living my life my way, because, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm doing things that I want to do now, and I feel like I'm actually living my life. I don't need the medication anymore, because every effort I put in, I see the result. It's not some asshole manager that I'm trying to please, which I didn't have a lot of asshole managers, to be honest. I had maybe like 1 or 2. My team lead was fucking goated. David, you fucking saved my life. You a good man. I don't know if he's ever going to see us again, but if he does, appreciate you. But when you put in effort for other people in a corporation and they don't care or they spit in your face, it's just like, it hurts. It destroys that trust, It's
especially, I think trust is like a big thing because I think a lot of us still want to believe in the idea of like loyalty, like, oh, I gave so much of myself, of my time, of going the extra mile for this company, or I've been with this company for like 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years. Like you would expect that would also lead to loyalty in the return, but it genuinely like almost never does. It never does.
They can't. When you hire over like 600 people, how do you return that loyalty? But that's what the managers and the lower end people, that's what they're supposed to do. But the top guys keep pushing down on them like, we need to keep cutting. We need to keep cutting. We need to keep cutting. It's like, bitch, we made $500 million in profits. What do you mean we need to cut? What are you cutting?
What are you 100%? Oh, and it makes me so mad to see publicly like, oh, we need to make cuts when it's like the C-suite execs all make over $1 million each. Like all make like 10, 5 million. It's like, you don't need that much.
Oh,
you
and
don't need that much. And it all,
that's what's recorded, by the way. That's what's recorded.
Correct.
Because I'm a spill the beans that no one wants to say. Every company has money smuggling. Every single company has money smuggling. It's just how egregious. If it's not that egregious, you can skirt by, and I've seen it. But if it becomes like, unignorable, it's like, okay, here comes the hammer, and then the IRS comes after you. But genuinely, 90 to 80%, this is a guess, obviously, I genuinely think 80 to 90% of companies have money smuggling.
Money smuggling, either like tax fraud, evasion, or at least fudging in some way, probably, because nobody wants to pay taxes. Here's the thing, I should say companies don't want to pay taxes. I feel like a lot of people don't want to pay taxes because we feel like our taxes don't actually give us anything for it. Like, if I could go to the doctor, like if I got hit by a car without insurance and I could go to the doctor and know that I could walk out without like a bill or with like $100 bill, that would be cool. That'd be great. I would love to pay taxes for that, to have that ability, but we don't have that.
Yeah. Let me just fold this in half. Oh god.
Is that a big piece of wood?
Yes. I'm very strong, actually.
I was about to say that's crazy.
I will spread this lie. Let's poke this in here. There we go. So, one thing we do have is a little card game where it's called How Deep Do You Want to Go, which that's what she said, I know, but it's a card game about like, hey, level 1 icebreakers, level 2 a little bit deeper, level 3 is like, so how do you feel about capitalism? And it's like, oh yeah, which I keep that on the table, but so far we're having some pretty good conversation, so we can just keep that ball rolling. But the there we go. I got my beer. The campfire's going pretty good. I was scared it was about to go out, and I was like, please God, no. But now it's good. It's solid. There we go. The start of every stream is a nightmare every time because I have to thread the needle.
Right, of making sure that you are like entertaining and talking to your guests, and versus like, please don't let this fire go out. Please don't let me have to do a bunch of bullshit. Please don't do this. And
then the cameras die or the cameras melt, and it's just like, oh, come on. But
yeah, IRL streams could be tricky.
It can be with wireless cameras. If you have wired cameras, they're going to be a lot easier. But as soon as you hit wireless, it's just like, I don't feel like working today. And it's just like,
what if it's that me. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do that one.
Oh, this is something that you should definitely not do. No one who works at home remotely should ever do this. Okay.
Okay. That's me.
Yeah. So no one at home should ever do this. However, if you want to play a few video games at home, just get one of those little mouse thingies that moves the mouse every so often.
Please. Okay. If you get a mouse jiggler, it has to not plug into your work laptop. If you have a work computer, if you just use your own personal PC, who gives a fuck, unless they have like spyware or whatever on there. If you have a work computer, do not plug it in. Don't plug it into your computer. Plug it into anything else, because they can see that it's plugged in. They can see that you're using it, and depending on how intense the company fucking hates you, how big of a stick IT has up their ass, they will get onto you for it. They will get you in trouble for it.
They will. See, look at that. We learned something new today. Just plug it into like the wall, because mine was a physical mouse wiggler, and I used that bitch from COVID to 2025, and that thing worked. and then this one asshole in the teams would call me randomly. I'm like, you motherfucker. And so I would have to run upstairs to answer the fucking thing. He's like, why didn't you answer it sooner? I was like, I was taking a shit. Fuck you. How about that? And then so what I did is I had a camera set up looking at my fucking computer so I could look at it downstairs. And I'm like, and then I see him calling. I'm like, I see you, motherfucker.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, crazy. That's pretty smart, I will say, but that's pretty damn. Also, so Grim Reaver said a big issue. We're talking about like profits, the companies. They consider a smaller than previous profit margin as somehow losing money. So it's like, oh, we made $500 million profit last year, but we only made $450 million profit this year. So we actually lost $50 million. So we need to start making cuts and doing other shit.
Yeah, I just wish they would return that money back into their business with like infrastructure. Growth is okay, But you need infrastructure. You can't just make Godzilla double in size, or else he falls over and his bones break because he can't hold himself up.
He just has little baby bones. Then they're gonna shatter.
He got little baby bones.
He just got little baby bones. You just want him to look like Jello? Is that what you want?
He's just a pile of. He's just in the corner.
He's just doing the worm at that point, basically. He can't do shit. He can't go fight the other kaiju with King Kong. He can't do all that shit if he has little baby bones. You can't do that.
Mothra flaps his wings at him. He falls over. Oh! He's like, he's just a pile of flesh. Oh, kill me. Oh god. How long have you been streaming for now? Because I don't know.
I was actually an IRL streamer. I don't want to say face cam. Sorry, I get them mixed up all the time. I was a face cam streamer for like 6 months back in 2021, but I didn't use Twitter. I didn't promote on any other platforms. I just hit go live on Twitch, and that was it. Sometimes I would plug it on like my Instagram, like my personal Instagram, but that was it. So I had like an average of like, I don't know, 14 followers, and it was like it was just a small. It was literally just me playing video games with like cool people. That was it, and it was a lot of fun. I had like a really good time. So that's about what I was kind of expecting when I started VTubing. So I didn't know what a VTuber was until like June of 2023. June of 2024. I didn't know what a VTuber was until June of 2024. Okay, and then I think I saw like a clip of Lime Malicious, and I said, oh my god, I want to do that. I miss streaming. I live at home with my parents now. I need some sort of escapism. I want to go back to playing video games. I want to do this thing again. So I took 3 weeks, and I came up with a character concept and blah blah blah, and then I commissioned my model. Still didn't have a Twitter, didn't even have a Twitch link, didn't know what VGen was. I went through Fiverr. That was a crazy risk. Glad it paid out.
I keep hearing that it's just like it's really risky, but it worked out for me. So I'm like, it worked. Fuck it.
Yeah, Fiverr is just because there's so many AI. Like unless it's like a dedicated like actual studio, it can be a little risky. But yeah, so I debuted November of 2024. So it's been just a little over a year, like a year and 2 months ish.
Okay.
I've been streaming.
Nice.
As a beast, really.
Honestly, you're killing it. You, Mochi, Siren, y'all are like the main 3 musketeers that I've worked with and talked to. All because I saw Mochi's fucking TikTok, which was the dagger or whatever the fuck that bot is called. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this person's pretty cool. Also, I need to turn on the light for the camera because it got really, really dark, and I'm pretty sure the night vision's kicking on soon.
It's looking a lot like a horror, like a scene out of like a horror video game.
So I put on the CRT scan lines just because it makes it look less shitty, because the camera qualities are shitty, and I'm like, oh, this makes it look authentic and like. Oh, thank you for the follow, bro. Let me see if I can.
Cardiac_attack 806.
Cardiac attack. That's a good fucking name. Oh my god. There we go. That should do.
Paranormal activity at campfire stream.
Oh yeah. You know what? Let's switch topics to something more related to what the game they're playing. Have you, Mishi, ever experienced a paranormal event? Because I talked to Espen about this, and I'm like, I'm a non-believer at this point because I can explain everything away, and I'm like, oh, ghosts aren't real, spirits, maybe, but that's like a different kind of vibe. But like poltergeist ghosts, I'm like, nah. And so I want to know what you say. What's your opinion?
I'm also very much like, I'm a skeptic, I'm a pessimist, I'm all those things. But my issue is, and I feel the same way about like religion and just blah blah blah, is that despite me not believing in it, I feel like there's only so much that we as like human beings, quite literally, physically, biologically, chemically can understand with the brain synapses and shit that we have, right? Because like you think like a squirrel, all right? A squirrel has it knows all the things that it knows. Maybe squirrels will evolve and their brain will get a little bit bigger. Maybe they'll start using tools, something like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, a it's a squirrel, and there are certain concepts that, as a human, you just can't explain to a squirrel. It's not going to understand, right? It's a squirrel.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about humans, is like there's only so much that we are physically capable of understanding.
Yeah, keep going. Squirrels.
These squirrels.
Yeah.
So for me, I've had a couple of like very coincidental things happen where I'm like, that's a little suspicious. That's a little suspicious. Like, I've never had like a full blown like, oh my god, that's a girl. Can I help you? No, this is my story time. This is not yours. You'll get your own section. But there was I haven't had like any like ghostly experiences, but I have had this very weird thing where before like intense tragedy strikes in my life, I always end up seeing like a big flock of crows. Like,
a murder.
Weirdly enough, quite literally, yes, a murder of crows happened right before I got into like a crazy huge accident in my car. Happened the night before I figured out that one of my best friends had passed away from Sudoku. It happened before like a couple of other like really awful things have happened in my life, and I'm like, are these crow ass bitches trying to tell me something? How do they know?
That's the coinky dink. The coinky dink a little bit too much sometimes, you know.
I said there's not supposed to be crows around here. It's getting really cold. They should be boogieing in the south. They should be partying it up, drinking some fucking pina coladas or something. I don't know. Why are they over here?
It's like you're in Antarctica. You know, it's like to get away from the crows, and then it's just like, is that a fucking flock coming towards my location? And they're like, ah!
They're coming to warn me about shit, and I'm like, what? It almost feels. I'm like, what is it, girl? Huh? What is it? I'm scared to check my phone now. Because like it really has precluded pretty much every single big event, like big negative event that's happened in my life, which is an insane thing.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you had any paranormal experiences?
Every time I've had one, it's been explained away by a mirror, or me being paranoid, or a light going down the road, or the trailer just sounding like shit. So, and also like a lot of the times, I think people just got high and they thought that they saw something.
It's also crazy. Yeah, so keep going.
I was like back in the day with the moldy bread shit. If someone's tripping balls on LSD bread, it's like, yeah, I would believe in demons. I'd be like, yeah, faces were coming out of the walls. Thank you for the fucking follow, bro. And I'd be like,
Thank you, T.
I'd just be like, yeah, no, demons are real. Angels exist. I saw the face of God and he was weeping. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. But now I'm like,
you have a rat in your stream. You should probably do a little bit of exorcism now.
what happened? What happened?
BT, he's a rat ass bitch.
You rat, you little rat. Oh, a snitch is one thing, but a rat. Oh. I'm kidding. You could stay here. I'll train you like Remy, okay? And I'll put you in my little head.
Here. Oh God, where is it? Oh, do I still have it on my desk? No, I think it was in my pocket. I have a little clicker that I just keep on my desk. for chat.
No, not the clicker trading. I came into a chat once where people were doing puppy dog RP, and I didn't know what that was until that day. And I wish I never knew. They had a clicker.
I use my clicker to I click it and I say, oh, chat, and then I'll type come.
Oh yeah, how the hell did that even start? It was the cum transition on your stream.
Yeah, it's just the cum transition screen. I did it for like I think it was for April Fools maybe, and I said I like this transition screen.
It's so good. It's just cum.
It's dumb. It's fun. It's funny. It's so simple, but it's just every single time, come to me. Yeah, for like, I think you're totally right. I think it's crazy the amount of stimulus that your brain can like make up when you are in like a paranoid, anxious sort of state, and like whatever you contribute to it. And also, something that pisses me off, just like semantically, is a lot of people will be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a UFO." I was like, anything can be a UFO because it's not identified. All you have to do, if I throw a banana through the fucking air and you don't know what it is, that's a UFO. Okay?
My banana's going Mach 5. What the? Oh God! I just got hit.
I launch a banana through a cannon and you don't know what it is. You see it flying through the air and you scream aliens. That's on you, my guy. You just don't know what it is. There's some like really crazy weather effects that can cause like
lightning
blooming.
balls.
Yeah, like really.
Dude, I also got hit in the balls, but it's okay. It happens. It's okay.
Grim says, something I've always found interesting is infrasound. Yeah, there's a certain low frequency sound, not actually audible, but it causes anxiety and paranoia in humans. It can actually cause you to see things out of the corner of your eyes.
I call that
weird, dude.
I call that sleep deprivation, where you say, "Hi, Shadow Man, how you doing?" And he's like,
My Shadow Man hasn't visited me in like forever. Does he not like me anymore? Like, was it something I did?
It's because you started the long-term relationship, and he's like, "Oh, I'm out." And it's like, "Shadow Man, no!"
Like, I didn't lose viewers. I lost my Shadow Man. That's so fucked up. He's been with me my whole life. I thought he was in it. I thought he was in it for the long haul.
Oh.
How was I supposed to know? He just
Men
wanted
are
to get
shadow
it in.
pigs. Oh.
Then again, he does always only visit me when I'm paralyzed in my bed at night. So maybe I could have seen the signs.
Mash. Different topic. But one of them is going to be the s'more. We're going to make Reese's s'mores here in a minute.
God, I'm so excited for you for that.
Oh, yeah. I've never tried that. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. I also brought some wiener dogs.
Good.
But what was it called? How did you meet Mr. Long-Term Relationship? Which I forgot the name of. And I remembered it last time. And now I forgot. But
Beaned
tell me
VT.
Which one?
Beaned VT. He's the rat in your chat.
Follow the fucking rat, guys. Follow the
Elf on a
rat.
Shelf. It's rat in your chat.
Rat in the chat. Man, how'd you guys meet? I love hearing stories of how people
We
met.
actually only met through VTubing. Espen had invited me to. There's actually a clip of our very first interaction on the internet. It's like on my YouTube and on my TikTok. I stabbed him to death with a screwdriver.
That sounds about right.
Espen invited me to a. He is very bullyable. Everyone just wants to kill him in video games. He's a very bullyable man, which I think is why my community likes him so much.
I will protect you, rat. I will protect you.
No.
Look into my eyes. I'm stealing you from Nishi.
Come to the light side. Espen invited me to a Lockdown Protocol collab with like a bunch of people, with like Ray and Beaned and other people. And I killed him to death, and then I gave the footage to my editor, Ozzy, and Ozzy was like, I need to know who this person, I need to know his name and like a little PNG of him if you have it so I can make this video. And so I went to his channel. He was doing some singing stuff, and I said, oh, that's cool.
Aww.
Didn't know you did that. And I followed him, and I caught one of his streams a little while after that. And God, he was just so bullyable and so funny, and I just really had a good time there. And then he invited me to a collab where we did like a tier list of like a couple of different things. And then I told him, I said, because he's kind of like he's also very baby back bitch coded. He's a very
like brat.
He gives, he's definitely bratty, but also like. He's very puppy, if that makes sense. He's kind of very golden retriever. If you gave a golden retriever anxiety, that's what he would be.
Oh.
Like a Havanese or something.
That's adorable.
And so
I love it.
And so I said, you would actually really love watching Bridgerton. And he's like, okay. And so I said, on stream, I said, will you watch all of Bridgerton with me? And he said, yeah, sure, I guess, man. And then I went into his stream one time and he said, guys, I'm just not really feeling great. I think I'm just gonna log off early. Blah, blah, blah. And in chat, I said, Bridgerton? He said, Bridgerton? Okay, I guess. And then it was all downhill from there.
Fire hot.
Downhill for him. It's been pretty good for me.
Nice. I'm happy for you guys. So that, you know what that means? Every single, chat viewer knows you can find the love of your life through VTubing. I'm sorry to tell you this. This is what they're going to take away from it. They're going to be like,
chat, listen to me right now. Listen to me. Look deep into my scrungly eyes. You can date your favorite streamer. You can date your favorite streamer. It just takes persistence, right?
Yeah. You got to be persistent.
Stop.
Annoying. Stalking, but maybe not stalking, but maybe a little bit of stalking. Acceptable amount. No.
A light bit, right? Like an internet amount, like a modern 2025, 2026 amount of stalking.
Oh my god, I would genuinely put Rat into the call right now just so that he could defend himself. If
he has no defense. Don't worry about that.
okay, that's fair. That's fair. I understand. I have a friend, Squiddy, who's also a mod, but they're not here, so it's fine. And very bottom-coated, very like, stop it. Let's keep going. Stop it. And then at the same time, they're like, I'm not a bottom. It's like, you just confirmed it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you know who's bottom coated, you can feel the energy emanating from them. That's why they're so easy to spot.
It's just so funny to bully them. I love it.
It is. Like Beamed is very bottom and also very bi-coded. He's not bisexual, but he's very bi-coded. So, like, me included, he's like, there are a number of women in my life who, if I came out as bisexual, they would cheer. They would be elated. They would throw a party. And I said, yeah, I would be there. I'd throw the party. I'd organize it. Are you kidding? That would be fantastic. That'd be amazing.
The bi party.
And then Mikhail said, every time I come here, I'm shocked at how many VTubers you know, Noble. Like, I guess that's a good question for me to know, because I don't know a whole lot about your, like, VTubing journey.
Oh god, I picked up VTubing because I thought a silly little slime with a chef hat would be cool, and then it just kind of started spiraling from there, man. I was just like, I guess I'm a VTuber. What do VTubers do? And then they're all singing and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not singing. No. And they're like dancing. I'm like, I'm not dancing. And so I'm like, what do
slime dance?
That's about it. That's all I got. But I genuinely like the bros in the VTubing community because we're trying to like, I don't know, like, that's hot. Sorry. So one of the things that, I like the bro VTuber stuff, kind of like the burnt peanut guy, because he's a VTuber on paper, but essentially he's just like, we're going to play some silly games and we're going to shoot the shit, kind of like the Xbox Live days. And I'm like, I vibe with that. I like that. That's what I'm here for. And I'm like, oh, I should do that. And so that's what I've been trying to do, is like more things that I think bros would like, but also what I would like, which kind of link up together. And one day I'm going to have a fixing my truck stream in a barn, but not here nor there.
Yeah, I think there's like it's really interesting to see people who start off, because I feel like I feel like most people who start off VTubing, their content is one thing, and then it's really interesting to see how it naturally evolves into something that like they find their niche. They find like, oh, this is something that not only I enjoy doing, but my community likes watching me do, and like this other stuff. So like when I started, I was like exclusively, I just only played video games. And now I still play video games, but I do a lot of like community interaction stuff. I do like a lot of just chatting. I do a lot of you've clipped all the shit posting, like remix streams. I do a lot of different stuff now.
Dude,
like true varieties as you could possibly get, I think.
Every time I have to clip you, Mochi, or Siren, I'm like, fuck, I'm in for a day. Because usually, the normal streamer, I will get around 5 to 10 clips that I'm like, I would edit these. And that's how I do the VOD scrubbing. It's, would I edit this as a video? And sometimes there's shitty VODs, because not everyone's on their game 24/7. That's normal. That is normal. It's okay to have bad stream, guys. It's okay to have a bad stream. It happens. Keep going, you'll make a better stream. But the issue is that you guys are too fucking funny. And then I'm just like, that's a video. That's a video. That's a video. That's a video. And then it's just like, it feels shitty, because I'm like, they're going to think I'm just lazy. Just like, clip, 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 clip. I'm like, these are gold. Every single one of them. Also, follow Ozzy. Good fucking editor. I was talking with him, and we were kind of shooting the shit one time, and it's like, you are my competition. Fuck you. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. And then we're working together now because he's the editor, I'm the clipper, and I'm like, oh, hey, man, what's up? Dude.
Also, I had just really quickly, I need to interject here. I was told to ask you about the futa.
The futa? The futa. I need more context.
Futa, Mishi.
Who said that?
Mikhail.
The futa. The futon. Mikhail, I need more context. I'm fucking 31. My memory is not what it used to be. I'm old.
Just want to say hi, Espen. I love you, Espen. Hi, Roasted Dad. Welcome in.
Lola, can you shout out Espen, please? Thank you. Lola.
We love Espen.
Lola. Or Lazy. If Lazy's here. But fucking Espen's such a good dude. Holy shit. I know I don't really know Espen that well or Smutty Pancakes. I've done videos for Smutty for a while. Every so often, it's like once a month. And I started talking to Espen more. I'm like, this dude's pretty cool. And I started hanging out in the chat.
Such a vibe.
And then I'm like, the music's on point. This is a good fucking play. What the fuck? I love it. Good peeps.
He is telling lies in the chat though. I will say that.
What did he say?
He said, no. He said, you know, Noble, Mishi dreams of being a housewife above all. I don't think. Maybe Bean being my housewife. I think that'd be the ideal situation. But you know, it's fine. And then Mikhail said, it's an old joke from a collab Noble had with Overlord Floofy Yumi.
The Futa. I remember Floofy. Floofy's actually going to be on here with the campfire stream. Very good streamer. Follow Floofy. Floofy Yumi. Goat Ram Lady. Cool peeps. God damn, I can't remember. As soon as like I get that one key piece of context, then I'll be like, oh yeah, the Futa girls. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
God, yes, of course, the dick.
Of course, yes. The dick.
I remember the dick now.
If the dick's cute enough, maybe. You know, that's...
What makes a cute dick from an ugly dick?
The bumps.
Like the ugly dick has warts on it and stuff. It's like, guys, it's a witch's dick.
Oh my god, Mishi, is your dick bumpy?
When it comes.
Just
if every penis had like, you know how it's like custom, you know, like people
custom soundboard,
have, like custom user sounds, like like a soundboard. If people's penis had a soundboard, what would your penis sound like?
Your penis makes the witch sound, and then it rolls up like the feet in Wizard of Oz. You know,
when it's I have to every time that I have to take a piss, every time that I come, I gotta roll it out and then I roll it back.
It's very convenient, actually. I feel like a lot of VTubers are so hell bent on being like safe and say so, and I'm like, sure, I guess for sponsorships, fuck that. I'm too old to deal with that shit now. I'm gonna be so unsponsorable, and I'm okay with that. Watch me sponsor Adam and Eve.
There's also, well, I was gonna say, there's plenty of companies who already work with like not safe for work creators who aren't even not safe for work brands. It's not like Adam and Eve. It's not Bad Dragon. It's not stuff like that. Like sometimes, like you just gotta take the piss. Sometimes you gotta recognize, okay, this would be a fun collab. This would be this. Like I can understand not wanting to work with certain creators because of like if they're like a big political commentary person, if they're like. Yeah, like that. But if it's just shit posty, whatever, you know what? Who gives a shit? But I do understand that. I think that I try and compose myself according to like the collab people that I'm with. But me, myself, and I've never been anything except for genuine and authentic. Like maybe cranked up a little bit, but like I'm not gonna I don't know, temper my content to be more palatable for a wider audience, because then I'm not having as much fun.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is the point of streaming if you're not having fun anymore? And I know that it could be a life source for like money, but like, I don't know. You need to have some fun with it, or else it becomes a job. And if it's a job, like, you might as well just get a normal job. I don't know. Yeah. That's my thing. Also, I bent my stick. My stick's all warpy now. I bent it. It leans.
You don't have a cute stick anymore.
I don't. It leans to the left. It leans to the left.
Okay. Your poor bendy stick. It's okay. Hey, a little bit of an angle on it, a little bit of curve is normal. All right.
Oh, let me ask you a personal question.
About the angle of my cock?
Yeah, does it go left to right? No. We know which direction it goes. It goes down.
It rolls up.
It rolls up like a toothpaste. Here we go. I just gotta unbend it back into place. Oh, the smoke is killing me. I'm being smoked out right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's actually very nice to be able to. Ooh, I can stretch my hands out by the fire, and I don't have to breathe in any of the smoke.
Isn't that nice?
Unless I just want to like go full RP and I go. Like, can you point my chair away from this? Oh my god. No.
I am a curious. Oh, that's on fire and on the ground. We need to move that. Sorry there, buddy. Oh, the smoke. Ruh-roh, Raggy. The smoke's too much for you. Oh, Hat Man, you see. Oh. Fuck.
A bench chicken, bruised balls. You're falling apart, Noble.
It is what it is. I got fucking hit in the balls this stream, and I feel like it's the most like. It makes the sense that it's Mishi's, you know? It just makes sense. I don't know why. But let me ask you this, because I am a curious Billy. What did you first think of when you heard about me? I am genuinely curious. And I'll tell you what I thought about you when I first heard about you. How about that? It's an equal trade.
I think, well, because the first thing that I really, like, remember happening is I think I saw either, like, a funny clip or something that you did for, I don't know if it was Mochi or if it was like Siren or something like that.
I've done clips for both of them.
Yeah, because I remember it was like a funny, just like little like hee hee ha ha, like here's a fun little clip. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you know what? Because it's hard. It's honestly genuinely hard for me to tell, like, because some people just have OCs on the internet. Some people like are streamers and like that's whatever. But, like, it's hard for me to tell at random because I'm so uncultured in the VTuber space of, like, who's a streamer, who's not, who just has an OC, who just blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, you know what? That's fucking cool. That's kind of sick. But I didn't really know much about it until, like, I started seeing your name pop up in, like, other people's chats more and people were talking about you more. And I was like, oh, wait, he's a chef? That's really cool. So, like, but I was like, I think I got to know you best through your application on my Skartner stream.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I was just like, what would a slime chef say? It's like, I want to be a slime. Because I'm not 100% slime. I want to be slime. It's so stupid. Oh, God.
But after that, I checked out everyone who, like, submitted an application. I was like, you know what? I just thought it was like very chill dude, very chill.
Life has tempered my soul. I'm so tired of drama and shit. I'm just like, I'm good. As soon as there's like drama, like you know, everyone's gonna have some bullshit. Someone's gonna have their thing where it's like, oh no, blah 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 blah. It's like, I don't really care unless it's like egregious. Then it's like, oh, okay, what's going on here, buddy? And then I just leave. But,
yeah, see, I'm a big drama whore. I love drama. I love drama. I don't like it being in my life. I like knowing about it. I don't necessarily like to, like, I'm not a big gossiper, especially about, like, because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. The internet's, like, a weird place. People are always, like, I feel like the extent of my judgment usually goes, like, you know, that probably could have been in DMs or, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I like to reserve judgment because I'm also someone who believes that people can grow and reflect on their actions and do better in the future. I think the hardest part of the internet and sort of, like, cancel culture for me is not it's immediate cancellation. It's not allowing people the grace to learn and grow. Like, if I ever said something or if I did something on stream that was egregious or that was, like, not okay, I would expect people who care about me to come to me and be like, hey, love you. That really wasn't cool. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, wait, really? And I know that the onus is typically on the person themselves to stay educated, but you can't know everything. You can't have come from, like, a background or an environment where you know everything about every nuance, blah blah blah.
It's more about the reaction.
Yeah, exactly. I've certainly made some faux pas, probably. But I think that I don't love how it's immediately like I'm, like, blocked, unfollowed, this and this, instead of like, hey, you're like, especially if the person is otherwise fairly chill. It's like, hey, you're generally a very chill person. You did this maybe not super cool thing. Here's why it was uncool. And then they can be like, oh my God, thank you so much for telling me. I didn't know that. Let me apologize because I didn't know. And then we move on and then I grow and then I know now. But a lot of people on the internet now are like, that's it. That's blocked, reported.
It's too gung-ho.
Unfriended.
It's too gung-ho because every single person is gonna fuck up. And that's normal. You're supposed to fuck up. You're supposed to learn that, like, for me, one of the things I learned was traps was a derogatory term for trans people. And I didn't know that because I heard my buddies who were trans make those jokes. And so I thought that was okay. And then I was in a group of people that I wasn't super familiar with. And I was like, haha, trap. And they're like, that's not cool. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, it's derogatory. Like, why? Because this, and this. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yep. And then they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, what was I supposed to say? I didn't mean to hurt people's feelings. What? And they're like, I thought you were going to double down. It's like, no, I didn't mean to hurt people's feelings. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're like, huh.
Like, I accidentally said a real slur on Illith Sailing's stream when we were doing.
Oh, no.
I didn't know it was a slur. I was like, it sounded like a very rudimentary sort of insult that, like, I don't know, a kid would say. I said it, and then it was quiet, and they're like, Misha, you can't say that. I was like, wait, what? And they're like, no, that's a real slur in real life. And I said, oh, for whom? Like, what? And it was like, I think it was for, like, indigenous people or, like, Native Americans. And I was like, I can see how that would be. I've literally never heard that in my life. And, like, the place where we grew up was as horrible to, like, Native Americans as you could possibly. Our school mascot was a quote unquote Indian with, like, the stereotype get up. We, like, in our high school, they would paint up a horse and put a headdress on a horse and ride it out into the field before every football game. Like, that's how insensitive our school was. And I'd never heard that term. So I was like, okay, well, good for me to know.
Yeah, okay, funny enough, we were playing a D&D game once. I won't say their name. They made an honest mistake because they're really young. All right, they're like 18, 19. They've been pretty sheltered. And they mixed two words together, you know? And it was, what was it? Goon and crook, and they were trying to think of another word of saying it, so they just smashed those words together, and holy shit, slur. And I was like, whoa, and everyone's like, whoa, and they're like, what the fuck you doing? It's just like, that's a slur, bro. It's like, really? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, you didn't know.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to educate people. And there are also some people who, like, hold, I think it gets a little bit harder when there are some people who hold opinions that, like, they just grew up hearing, right? They just grew up, that's, like, what they were told. They haven't, like, really put any thought or any research into it.
My daddy believed it, so I believe it.
Yeah. And then it's like, you have to actually, those ones can get a little harder because I feel like that's when people can feel the need to, like, double down or, like, feel like it's hard for people when you get corrected, especially in the moment, especially like on stream, to not immediately.
It feels like an attack.
Defensive. It does. It feels like an attack on your character, like actually biologically in the brain, especially with any sort of like thing, any like belief that you hold as part of like your intrinsic like character. If you like personally identify with that, like if you are attacked on your religious beliefs, if you're attacked on your political beliefs, anything that you associate with your core identity. If someone criticizes your opinions on that, it in the brain feels like you're actually being like attacked.
Yeah, it's tied to your personality. If your personality has like an inkling of like religion or politics and it gets challenged, the challenge feels like an attack. And I felt that way a lot of times. But it takes time and effort to go, because you're going to feel that way no matter what. No one ever goes, I don't feel this way. They're fucking lying. What happens is that you feel attacked and then you stop, you breathe, and you go, what's happening? And then you talk it out. But when you're younger, you're just like, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. It's just like, oh, God.
It's like that growth that leads to the emotional regulation to be like, okay, let me not respond immediately. Okay, hang on. Let me take a moment. Let me think about this. Let me circle back. Let me, take some time instead of just immediately being like, you know what, blah, 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 banning people doing this, whatever.
I think we need more understanding and also more compassion in this world, in my opinion.
100%. I feel like that's and here, I have a fun little saying where it's like, I think people need more empathy. I think empathy is a great starting step. I think I think compassion is empathy with action behind it, because you can feel empathetic toward a lot of people, but not have it influence the way that you live, the way that you vote, the way that you do anything like that, whatever. It just, you're like, yes, I feel that. Also, really quickly, are you a burn to a crisp marshmallow person, or are you like a normal person?
Golden brown. I like golden brown.
Nice.
The crispy one is the lie I tell people if I fuck it up, you know?
No, dude, I really like them crispy. No, this is my favorite.
So this is the food that Mishi here suggested, which is a Reese's Cup s'mores. And I was like, that sounds fucking delectable. So I made it.
So good.
Uh-huh.
Well.
I gotta get in from him.
He's got to roll it around. He's got to taste it on his palate. He's got to sniff it like he's got to swish it around like a fine wine.
Like a fine wine.
I take notes of Reese's. Crazy.
Red 40. Yes. In an ancient... I'm going to get another beer here in a second, I swear to God. Oh, I was supposed to answer what I thought about you when I first heard about you. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm curious.
So, for me, I'm going to be real. When I see VTuber models, I do kind of draw similarities between their model and their personality because most people put their personality into their model, right? And so for me, how do you take criticism? Should I?
Honestly, perfectly fine. I think that, especially with VTubing, like, I know that my content is cringe. I know that not everyone cares.
Your content's not cringe.
It's chaos, which can also be cringe to a lot of people.
But
yeah, I take criticism just fine.
Okay, the model felt standard, and I was like, okay, standard model. And then when I saw the stream, I'm like, oh, this is totally different. Holy shit! I was expecting, say so shit, and like the standard shit you get from VTubers, which I'm so tired of. And it's just like, and then I see the transition screen go, come, and I'm like, oh, I'm in for a treat, aren't I? I was pleasantly surprised. I like genuine fun times, not the fake stuff where it's like, today we're gonna be playing this game, tee-hee. And it's just like there's like a billion of you.
I can do that voice so good, and it sucks so bad. I can do the uwu voice. I can do the
Do it.
Those pants. Like, I can do that voice. I can do all of them, but I choose not to because it's exhausting. It's emotionally exhausting. It's hard on your voice too.
It is.
Yeah, I think another hard part is like, well, one, I didn't know VGen existed, so my limitations for getting a model were very small. But because I was again very new to VTubing, I've like developed my taste for what I want in my next model a lot more. It's gonna deviate a fair bit from this model, I would say.
Nice.
But another thing is like I feel like there's only so many, I guess, like artists or like character concepts in and of themselves like can be very varied. But when it comes to artists, especially if you want to be a humanish sort of person and you're not having like a horror model, you're not having anything like outlandish or crazy. There's only so many styles, I guess, that exist out there for depending on like price points. It is the standard. Like, as unfortunate as it is, like they're popular for a reason, and so a lot of people develop their styles and their artistic stuff around that. So it can be hard to find like off, I don't want to say off brand, but like sort of like underground, like alternative styles of models or character concepts and stuff like that. And I think it's always really cool. Like it's hard because there are so many different character concepts where I'm like, that's fucking wicked. That is insane. That is so cool. But I feel like it wouldn't necessarily be true to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, let me find something that fits a little bit more with like my personality. Unfortunately, very human character. There are probably things that I could do, but I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It be what it be.
So, when are you getting a model shaped after the skunk tank from Pokemon? I'm just saying. You're missing out.
When am I going to be violating Nintendo's IP specifically on my monetized streams?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When are you everyone does it.
Here, let me look on my VGen really quickly because you know what? I actually do have. I have not a live 2D model. Not a live 2D model. I don't know if you saw my post about my my finances. About I've spent $19,000 on art alone or something like that in 2025.
$1,000? What the fuck, man?
I like art.
I like art. Not $19,000 worth of art, but I like art.
Yeah, I like art. I like getting art pieces. I like getting new models. I like adding assets to my models. I think it's fun. Like, I still haven't whipped out my Gam Gam titties. I still haven't whipped out my Gam Gam windmill titties.
What the fuck? And all right, now I am curious, but at the same time, I can't just say I would like to see the Gam Gam windmill titties. That would be uncouth, you know?
I believe in a world where you should be able to say, "Hey, show me the Gam Gam windmill titties. I want to see them."
That's a world
I'll show
I would
you after
like.
stream.
You know, thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. The Gam Gam windmill titty. So, let me talk to you about that. Being in your 30s, because I'm also 30. I'm 31 now.
I love the way that you started that sentence.
Well, you're 30, I'm 30. We know what we're about.
Being in the stage of your life where your body is breaking down.
Not yet. It's like, it's starting. It's starting. It's fine.
Mine's been.
Yeah, same. My knees are bad. And I didn't even suck any dick. My knees just hurt from jumping off trailers. It's just like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. But I've been genuinely
cool like that. Okay.
I've been genuinely enjoying my 30s much more than my 20s, because 20s, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't understand social norms. I didn't understand a lot of things, and now I kind of see the world as it is. For the most part, I still have a lot to learn, but it's like I finally feel like I've been given like a foothold of like, oh, life works this way, and now things are going better. My life has been the best it's been at 31. How about you?
That's hard because I think that I personally and like life circumstances I feel like are very different, because I think the best my life circumstances have ever been was the year 2022. So what was that, like
3 years ago?
3.5
4 years? Oh, 4 years ago now.
Like that's like I was probably like 27, somewhere around there. I think that was probably like my best year because I had I had an incredible friend group, like insane friend group. We were always like hanging out, doing stuff together. I was like in the awesome shape. I was living in a city that I loved. I was making decent money at a job that I enjoyed doing. It was a really, really, really good year. That was probably like the best time, but at the same time, I feel like every year, and I think this is like a curse that every single person lives with, and a lot of people don't want to believe it when they're younger. But like,
there's a lot of that.
You think that you know who you are. You think that you know a lot of things when you're, 14, 15, 16, all the way through. Even when you're like, you graduate college, you're like, ooh, I'm an adult now. Like I've been through college. I'm in the adult world. Like I know myself. I know things. You don't fucking know that yet.
You don't know shit.
You change so much, even just from like year to year. Sometimes from even the span of a couple months, depending on what life serves you on a fucking platter. You can become a different person. You can grow and you can experience different things. I think that my 20s were really good for me. Like, well, actually, no, I don't want to say good. I will say that I am a lot happier with who I am as a person in my like late 20s. Like now, I mean, I've been 30 for September, October, November, December, January. For 4 months. I've been 30 for 4 months.
Nice.
My 30s are going pretty fucking good, not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
It's pretty fun.
It's like you have... It's like you have more knowledge, but also your body isn't decrepit yet. So you could still, like, you could fully... It feels like the prime, honestly.
Late 20s probably would have been prime for me had I not been, like, laid off from my job and, like, undergone, like, a bunch of other dumb bullshit. But yeah. Big rock. Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Lazy Folks. Welcome in. Good to see you. Where are you finding all this random furniture to burn in the fire?
Well, it all started when I was born, and then it went downhill from there. The tells you life story.
This is the chair my mom nursed me in every night.
I suckled her titties to grow strong, and then she died, and then came back, much better. No, all right, so the house here was basically fully furnished because it was an elderly couple that lived here. The wife tragically passed away, And the husband took the money and ran. He's 88 years old. I don't know where he went. He's somewhere. That is what it is. But
why did he run? That's kind of suspicious.
I don't fucking know. I was like, I have a home for cheap. You know, it is what it is, right? But there's a lot of shitty furniture that I don't know what to do with. And it's like, well, you could put it on the side of the road and the garbage people could take it. That costs money. I could try and sell it on Facebook. Takes time, you know? But you know what I could do? I could just surprise guests by putting it into the fire. And that makes me laugh internally so much. I love it.
What is the weirdest thing, or I guess maybe the most interesting thing that you've put in a fire thus far?
Besides myself? Let's see.
And did you actually put yourself into the fire?
Not on purpose. It kind of happened once, but it is what it is. So far, I put a dresser in there, desk, chair. Let's see. My hopes and aspirations. Actually, no, those came back like a phoenix. That was sick. By the way, follow your dreams, guys. I'm gonna go on a little rant, and then I'm gonna go grab a beer. One's
gonna
gonna
hashtag go piss, girl. So I think
go piss, because I'm gonna need to take a piss too in a minute too. So we'll tag team it. You go piss now, and I'll tell people about life.
Okay.
So, guys, when they say follow your dreams, it is kept simple on purpose because there's too many caveats, there's too many fucking things. Genuinely, do shit that makes you happy or that you like, because literally life can just stop at any moment and you'll never know. And so that's what I learned from working at a corporation for 12, 13 years of my life. At 18, I learned a valuable lesson that I wasn't living my life. I was just working for someone else to exist. And now that I have my own home, I have my own way of income, I kind of just edit shit and VOD script for people and I make do. I have been the happiest and most content I've ever been in my life. Some people won't have that opportunity. I had to make my own. But if you don't have a goal in life, strive to have a goal where you are independent and free, like truly free. Because working a desk job is nice sometimes, but living your life is so much better, man. Holy shit, dude. Anyways, I gotta piss and grab a beer. So, oopsies.
You're pulling a pizza boy right now, where he thinks all women are the same.
Mother, is that you? Mishi, your turn. I gotta piss and grab beer and not slide all over the ground.
Listen, I don't know what he said about life and stuff. Here's what I'll tell you. You can date your favorite streamer, be gay, do crime, eat ass, smoke grass, do all that. Do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares? Maybe not. Well, chatty chat, how are we feeling today? How are we feeling on this? Oh my god, wait. What day is it today? Today's Wednesday. Why did I think it was Friday? No idea. I don't know. Do I have any wise nuggets of wisdom as someone in my 30s who's done a bunch of shit? I have to reach deep into my asshole, my brain to pull this one out. Let's see. Maybe chat actually has some wisdom share. Here's something that I've learned. I've learned that every single person on this earth, no matter how dumb they are, no matter how, like, I don't know, unlived or sheltered or lived, or you could be, I don't know. No, every single person on this earth has something to offer and something to share. They have something that they are good at, something that they know enough about. I feel like one of the things that you can do best in your adult life, if you want to, I don't know, live an open life, continually like grow as a person, is to keep an open mind, to not be afraid to interact with people, to associate yourself with like people. Just be, I don't know, I'm not really speaking words right now. I don't know, I feel like everyone has something to offer. And on what Noble was saying about like finding a dream, finding something that you're good at, I think that that's very true. I think that a lot of people, they start their life with like really big dreams, like big. I feel like we all dream big when we're young. We're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. It's still okay to have those dreams. Also, wait, is he gonna turn his mic off? Are we gonna hear him pee?
No.
Did you already pee?
Yeah, I pissed. Oh, where's my beer? I put my beer somewhere. Oh fuck! I have a missing beer now. I set it somewhere. I guess I'll grab my third beer.
You know, it would have been okay. I think this would have entirely broken Twitch TOS. I've thought about this whenever like one of my other friends, like if we're doing collab, goes to like pee. I have a drink in front of me. It would have been so fucking funny if we could hear you piss and then all you heard was.
You don't want it to go to waste.
Guys, we recycle everything here. Every part of
every part of the body, you know, piss included. No, I was just getting some more firewood for you guys because this has been a fantastic time. And don't ask me what they are, okay? Just enjoy the campfire. It's fine.
What do you mean?
It's fine. It's fine.
What do you mean don't ask what they are? What is it?
Just don't
Are those
ask.
pictures? Are those...
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Oh, are they cabinet doors?
Yes. Fine.
Do you have cabinet doors inside on your...
Well, not anymore, but...
Are you going for the open layout, or do you plan on getting new cabinet doors?
No. I found out because of my ADHD that once something's behind a door, I don't perceive it anymore. So
yes.
So if I remove the doors, yeah, exactly. So if I remove the doors, guess what? I know what's behind it, and it helps. Mm-hmm. Out of sight, out of mind is the hardest thing for me right now. It's real. It's real.
That's why no matter what, like I used to have this awful system where every single thing that I needed to remember, I would put it on a physical sticky note, and I would put it on like all of like my work monitors. Yep. And then eventually every single work monitor that I had was covered in like 12 sticky notes each. And then I was like, when everything has a sticky note, nothing does.
Exactly.
It's been really hard as someone with ADHD to like conform, because going back to like the corporate shit, to conform to like a regular job that they expect a neurotypical person to have, because I just don't operate the same way. And two, find a system that actually fucking works for me, because life is always changing. So it's like I can have a system that works for me for like a couple weeks, and then something changes, and I'm like, okay, well now this doesn't work for me anymore.
Yep. So the thing that I found with the ADHD stuff, because it cycles back and forth between there's nothing wrong with me, I'm a normal person, and then some days it's like, oh, I'm fucked up, what's wrong with me? But the thing is that I genuinely don't think there's anything wrong with people with ADHD. I think it's just people with ADHD thrive in chaotic environments, and society is structured. So you're trying to essentially mix oil with water. And sometimes you can sort of bullshit it and make it kind of work, but it doesn't last, you know?
Yeah, I think that is like perfectly explained by like one of the reasons that I hate this being burned.
Yeah, you get crispy.
You did crispy. The reason that I hate this current job so much is because it is incredibly monotonous. There's like not a whole lot of room for like, there's nothing new. It's all the same. It's like different studies, but it's all the same going back and forth. Whereas like, I don't know, project management, when it's like everything is, I don't know. I agree with that entirely. It's also hard because I have not diagnosed, but I'm 99% sure I have autism and ADHD. I got the ADHD, so it's like in some ways my body does crave routine and stuff like that, and then on the other hand I'm like, God, that fucking sucks. I hate routine.
It's like you crave routine, but you can't enforce it, so you need external factors to do that for you. Drugs help, but someone said this to me the first time I got onto my drugs, because I was so excited, I was so happy, I was like, oh my God, I'm normal, guys, I'm fucking normal. And he's like, it lasts for only so long. And then I was like, don't say that. I want it to work for the rest of my life so I can be normal. And it's like, it won't. And I'm like, oh.
It's a good crutch in the meantime while you figure out what habits and what external factors work for you and your environment. To like help you be productive or help you in whatever you need to do.
I need to tell you this now. I stopped taking my antidepressants. I stopped taking my anti-ADHD meds, and I'm perfectly fine for the last 3 months. Mm-hmm. It is literally the environment. I thought the depression was me. No, it's not me. It's the environment I'm in. If you put a fish on land, they're gonna fucking die. That's as simple as that, you know?
I think that like, because major depression is obviously, it's a real condition, but and people go through different like cycles of it. But I will say for like anyone who was like considering or like scared to use medication because like, oh, I don't want to be on this for the rest of my life, I don't want to blah blah blah, is like, I've been on antidepressants like 3 different times in my life, and it's really just like, I think I used this analogy on stream the other day. if you break your leg, all right, or if you sprain your ankle, you're gonna need to use like a brace, whether that brace and that crutch is in the form of medication, whether it's in the form of, you know, any other sort of coping mechanism or something, any other resource, support group, whatever. That's fine, but it's if you go walking around on a broken leg, you're gonna make it worse if you don't have anything else to help you. So it's temporary. Your leg's gonna heal. You're gonna feel fine again.
It'll break again.
It might break again. It's just part of life. It's part of living that you have to accept. But it's not forever. It's literally just a crutch. It's a temporary aid to help you get over it. To help you heal, and then you can go about your life. Because I stopped taking my medication twice now, like my antidepressants. I was on sertraline twice, and both times I was on it the first time for like 2 years, and I for fucking needed it then. But then eventually I was like, you know what? I don't really think I need it now. I think I'm like in a good place in life. I have a good like emotional support system. I have you know, I have things that I'm happy about that I look forward to every day. I really don't think that I need this anymore because life isn't as dire. Situations aren't as hopeless, and it was fine. And then it went a couple years, shit happened, did it again, and I'm also now off of all of my medications, but that's because I have not been to the doctor. It's going fine for now, but I desperately need my methylphenidate. I need that one. I don't care about the antidepressants. I don't care about the anti-anxiety. Give me my meth. Dude, I need to be medicated.
The first time to be ADHD with autism in a corporate world, you fucking need some sort of external boost. I shit you not. Like, it's just too much. It's just, you try and be honest, and you try and be kind, and you try and be normal, and everyone's just like, you're not in on the social taboos and rules. And because of that, you're semi-separate. And it's always annoying, because it's like, you'll try your hardest. You will try your goddamn hardest to fit in, to make it work. And it's never enough. But then you remove yourself. You remove yourself and you go to people that matter, that you like, and you do things that you enjoy, and then life's good again. That's the thing I want to say, and that's why I was saying the follow your dream shit. It's like, you have to live your life. You can't just be like, I'm an office slave, it is what it is. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. You can fucking take a risk. You can, you know, put in some time somewhere else. You can do something. Don't ever work a job you hate, because it will kill you. And I'm a little bit too emotional about that, because that was my job. But
I mean, I have quite literally seen it's hard. It's a difficult position for anyone to be in, because obviously you need money to live. Job market right now, fucking dire. It is dire. It is abysmal. You open up your mouth, you wait for someone to spit in it for minimum wage. You're like, yes, please, thank you so much, whatever you want.
Please piss in my mouth, sir.
Because I need to pay rent, like that kind of shit, right? Because and at the same time, like jobs have never. They know the position. I feel like employers know when the job market is in their favor, because they don't have to cater to their employees as much. They don't have to do bonuses. They don't have to do anything like that, because they're like, if we fire you, we'll have 1 billion applications the moment that we open up again.
You know a way to fix that? Fucking unions. But I was talking about this with someone else. But I was saying, if I ever became rich and famous, I'm starting an organization to jumpstart union strikes and unions, and I would be dead within a month, maybe even a week. Oh my god! They would just shoot me. They would just be like, "Nah, we're not doing that," and I'd be like, "Hey, fuck you."
It's so crazy, the number of like, this person was set to testify in court tomorrow,
and they had a car accident.
Wow, that's so that note next to them in their car,
written with someone else's handwriting.
Yeah, that shit does. There's sometimes like, I think because I took a very like complex like sort of like placement quiz or whatever, like what sorts of work, like what sorts of fields I would be good in. Content creation was surprisingly one of them, which was interesting. But
it goes with the ADHD.
It goes with the ADHD. Another one of them was politics, because I feel very strongly about a lot of things, and I have a lot of empathy and compassion for people. And obviously politics is one of the only ways to actually get stuff done, although it's an uphill battle. There's a lot of fuck shit that happens within Congress, blah, blah, blah. But then I started thinking, I was like, how many assassination attempts would there? It's like, it's such a hard thing as an individual who cares a lot to pick the battles of what is important for me to do to live within the context of the happiness of my own life, to pursue my own happiness versus doing things that promote the betterment of our communities and society. And I think that's a hard line that a lot of people have to like wrestle with.
I think politics boils down to a simple thing of people that want change and people that want to keep it the same. And when people are in power, they want to keep it the same. And then people aren't in power, they want to change it. And it's just that simple. And some people will do whatever it takes to stay in power. And I get that. I understand that. Fuck you.
I'm burning in this chair. I'm rocking in the.
You know, we are doing a Salem witch trial. I've actually deceived you, and somehow you failed the test. You are a witch. I'm sorry to tell you this.
You didn't even throw me into a body of water to see if I sank or floated.
You know, that's just so, 1700s.
It was because I joked about gargling the piss, huh? That's a clear sign of a witch. No, it's because you heard the sound of my cock.
It just got erect and it's like wood groaning. It's like, okay. Oh God.
Also, hi Boulder, welcome in.
Welcome in. I am one thing I'm passionate about with streaming. I do not look at the numbers as hard as I can, because as soon as you acknowledge the numbers, it changes. You change the way you talk, the way you act, and I don't like that.
I agree with that. I have sort of like because here's the thing. In an ideal world, because I have aspirations both like personal and like related to like streaming and content stuff. So like personally, something that also it's really cool to see like the little like slats breaking off in the chair. That's actually really fucking cool. But like something that I've always wanted to be, I think since I was younger, was I wanted to be an author. And so I've been working in the background since like 2020, 2019, 2021, somewhere around there, of like 3, maybe 4 different novels. And it's like, I think it would be really cool to have the grace to do that. But content creation specifically, it wasn't until this year that I was like, you know what? It would be a long shot. It would take a while. It would take a lot of effort. It would take a lot of work. But I feel like content creation is something that maybe in the future, with a little bit of luck, a little bit of, elbow grease, I feel like I could make into, a partially livable wage, supplemented by other stuff.
No, absolutely.
So for me, I don't like looking at the numbers while I'm on stream. I never look at the I literally I have it hidden everywhere, every single place. I don't know how many people are in my chat until I raid out at the end of the night. Never know. I could have Iron Mouse in my stream. Iron Mouse could raid into me. I would be flustered, but I would probably be the exact same. The numbers to me don't really matter. The one thing I will say, I do like to look at my stream stats after, just to be like, okay, was this like a good performing stream? Like, what did I do that was good this stream that brought in more viewers? What did I do? Did people just like not like it because like it's just a gaming casual stream? Did they not like this game? Did I fuck up? Did I get a little too inebriated on stream?
You know what?
What was it specifically?
As an editor, I will tell you this, and I will tell every other streamer, I fucking hate gameplay video footage as an editor. And I'll say this to everybody, because it's the thing I don't want to work on. Because unless you are, like if you're playing Overwatch, unless you are a ranked 99 master, or whatever the fuck it is, that top tier, most people don't care. And the things that stand out the most is talking about yourself, sharing stories, being relatable. That's what matters more, and that's what people stick around for, because you learn more about the streamer. You have some sort of relationship. But when you're just playing a game, it's just like, it's boring. It's boring. And I don't know how to tell streamers that nicely. It's like gameplay footage stuff you can do once in a while, but you can't do it every day unless you're like some weird grandmaster guy.
I think it also depends. There are a lot of, because I feel like people don't show up for the gameplay unless like you said, like you're a ranked person. But like I feel people show up for the personality. So there's like people who consistently, they're like cozy streamers. They do a lot of Minecraft. They do a lot of Stardew Valley. They do a lot of like XYZ. And so like I'm never like, if I like whenever I submit gameplay stuff to you, I'm not expecting you to clip any of the game. I'm ass in every game that I play. Are you kidding me?
I did a 360 no scope. It's like, don't care. Skip. It's like, fuck.
I lose all of my brain cells except for the 1-2 that I have to rub together like really hard to form a thought when I play video games on stream.
I'm gonna say a compliment.
It's like the little stuff that's like happens in between the games. It's like, oh, here's a funny moment. Here's like a story time that's reminded me from the game. Here's like this thing, right? Like that's where it comes through. So it's like people come. You know, the just chatting stuff, like a lot of people like because it's a little bit more like direct interaction with the streamer, but people will still go for the gaming because you're connecting and it's also fun to see, I will say, when people do like first time playthroughs of like iconic games or like something that you're really excited about. Like every single, like after I finished Dispatch, any one of my friends who had not played Dispatch yet, I was locked into their stream. I was like, what choice are they going to make? Are they going to pick fucking Sonar? Dude, you gotta.
I heard that's a good game. That is one of the exceptions is the reaction to the game. Because then that's something people want to see, which is more personal. It's just like the gameplay moments don't matter, but your reaction to the game, because it's you, that's what matters.
Yep.
But I'm going to say a compliment. Okay. Sorry, I just need to burp like 5 times. There we go. Out of everyone, no, I won't say that because that sounds like, anyway. Genuinely, as a content creator, I think you could literally quit your job and do that shit. Genuinely.
Don't say that to me.
I'm telling you, you could. You could. Obviously, you know your circumstance better than I do, but you do a good fucking job. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. You do a good fucking job. And because I don't like watching streams. I've said this a few times. I don't like watching streams. It's not for me. I can't get engrossed into it. But when I find someone that does hold my attention, I'm like, oh, there's something special here. And it's usually for about a half hour to an hour. And then I finally go, oh, okay, I'm going to do other stuff. But you, Mochi, Siren, y'all got some good shit. And y'all should stick with it. Don't ever quit, or else I'm gonna be like, what the fuck you doing, man? I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck you doing, man? You get back on that goddamn content horse. Fucking Christ. I'll burn your house down.
I live with my parents. Please don't do that. This is a very expensive house. When they die, it's going to go to me and my sister.
Man, the insurance money is going to help you so good, I swear.
I need this. I'm never going to own property in my life. Please don't do this. Dude, hey, did you know that you can add on Throne a single family home? You can add a tank. You can add a tank on Throne. You can add a helicopter.
I need to add a Toughbook laptop so then I can have it in the rain. That would be good. That's something I genuinely actually need. But I don't, all right. As a content creator, I don't like asking my viewers for money. It pisses me off so bad.
It's something like, okay, because here's a little spoiler for people. I've asked for money exactly twice in my entire streaming career because I work a full-time job. I don't need the money that I make from streaming to live. That is a separate expense. And if anything, I dip into my own personal money for streaming just because I like doing it. I like buying new fun toys. I like doing things. I like buying emotes. It's a very, very fun and rewarding hobby for me, right? I've asked for money on 2 occasions. One, for my 3D model, because it ended up being like over $3,000. Chat gave me like $2,500 of it because I didn't want to make them pay for all of it. So they did that. Second one, the only other time I've ever asked for money is right now for my donathon for my 2.0 model, because my dream artist, just the art alone, is probably around $13,000 to $15,000. I know that I know, I'm so sorry.
Holy shit. Oh
God, but it's like I'm almost so dead set on her. If she would accept my request, it's really, really hard to explain how I haven't seen with the vision that I have. I haven't found another artist that would come close to like executing the vision that I have. I've been following her since like forever. And that's why I said, like, hey, I know that this is a lot to ask. This is a crazy amount of money. The fact that I set the goal that I did, I wanted to throw up. I wanted to vomit. I'm like, I'm scared to even post this. I almost don't even want to do this. I feel like this is dumb. I'm like, every time that people donate to me, I'm like, please don't spend your money on me. This is dumb. Why am I doing this?
I'm just gonna pull some hot dogs from behind your ear real quick, and then ta-da, hot dogs.
Like, are you pulling them out like Shrek, like when he pulls out the wax from his?
There we go. I got some wieners. Some wieners.
Yeah. So I don't like asking. Clover. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is Moo Clover?
No, Clovelier.
Clovelier. Welcome in.
Am I saying the name correctly?
Maybe.
She does a lot of tarot streams, right?
Oh, Clover. Okay, that's the. What's up, babe? Yeah, she's cool as fuck. I've known her for a bit now. She does do the tarot cards. Yeah,
it's good to see you.
You guys would have a ball of a time. I tell you, you guys should collab sometime.
Back when I used to tune into her streams all the time because they were just so interesting. And then I don't remember exactly. I think I just got so fucking busy. That's the hardest part. The hardest part of being a content creator is not like, oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to catch any of my friends' streams. I don't have time to catch the streams that I want to catch anymore because everyone either streams while I'm working or it's like, okay, cool. I have exactly 2 hours of free time right now. Am I going to spend it locked into my friend's stream? No, unfortunately, I'm going to throw them up on like 1% volume where I don't know what they're doing except for I'll glance over every now and then.
And then they'll say something about eating the rich and you'd be like, hop onto that as soon as possible.
Yeah,
like, fuck those dudes.
Okay, look.
I've known Clover for a little bit now, and she's good peeps. We just did a hot dog thing, and I have a hot dog, so that's funny. But yeah, we were comparing hot dogs, and hers was twice the size of mine. And I just need to make sure not to stab myself with a hot poker real quick after two tall beers. But
yeah, I was gonna say.
I've burned myself once on the stream, so it's like, if it happens the second time, it happens. It is.
Clover just told me she has a hot dog model.
She
incredible.
does. It's adorable. Follow Clover.
I am following Clover. Oh, yeah, you mean your chat. Yeah, chat, go follow Clover. She's very, very cool.
You need to follow Clover, okay? She's a really funny
Also, hi,
person.
Wyatt.
Okay, just got okay, there we go. I just had to get close and personal with the guys.
My stream was like, I had to refresh my browser because it's like, oh, you're the playback thing. So then I just tuned into your face being fully in frame of the camera.
I genuinely love doing the half and half VTuber and IRL model stuff because it's just fun. It's so good.
I feel like there's because obviously there's benefits to both formats of stream. That's the thing. Being a VTuber doesn't mean that you're like you're exclusively a VTuber. I like to think of VTubing. It is a format. It is a format of streaming.
Yeah. It's like anime.
Pretty much, yeah. But like, people do hand cam stuff. People do I do IRL stuff all the time. Like I literally just did 2 back-to-back collab. You clipped them of like sorry for all the tits on screen for fun and smart.
Yeah, I just see it's just like, oh, my puppies are coming out. Oh, there goes the microphone. And I was just like, God damn, keep calm those memories. Fucking hell, man. But
it's like I love being able to do both of them, and I feel like if people follow you because of, I think that's where it gets into VTubing, because I feel like there's like 2 main paths. There's one where it's like kind of in the middle, but I feel like people either primarily stream as a character, as their character, or they stream as themselves with a model. And I feel like most of the people who I know, most of my friends, we're all in the latter camp. Like, we're just genuinely ourselves. We have, like, character lore. We have this. We make jokes about the, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But more or less, it's that. And so, wait, what was I saying before?
Fuck, I don't know what the question was. I'm 2 tall beers in, man. Yeah.
2 tall beers in, baby.
I did do a tarot
IRL
card
streams.
reading.
That's what. Oh, wait, you did your own tarot card reading?
With Clover. She's done it a few times for me. And she said that I would find love this year. And I'm like, sure. And, maybe in 2026, some lovely lady, you know who you are. Or maybe a twink. We don't know. And it all depends. But maybe I find love this year. That'd be sick as fuck, man.
Hey, go find you a nice femboy. Settle down with a nice femboy.
It is what it is. If the dick's cute enough, sure, why not? Who cares?
No warts on that dick. No bumps.
No warts. No warts. You have to be smooth.
Move.
Fucking crap. Fucking hell, man.
Porque no los dos. Yeah, get you a bad bitch and a twink.
So, one thing. We're going to get personal here. One thing, all right, about love. People always say you're supposed to figure your shit out first, and I fucking hated that when I was growing up because I've mentioned this a few times. It is a shame of mine. I was a nice man. I was a nice guy. I was the white knight.
You know what? Can I just really quickly, for overcoming nice guyism, it is a hard mentality to break out of, and I'm actually very curious to know how you yourself broke out of it. If it was just like life being life, and you're like, wait, I'm not, entitled to shit because life doesn't give you shit.
It was an autistic girl. She told me, bro, I think you might be a nice guy. And I said, what the fuck's a nice guy? And then I looked it up and I went, oh, fuck. Yeah, that's me. And then I thought about it and like, do I want to be this? This is what people perceive me as. Should I change? And I was 20 at the time. And I said, you know what? I would like to be different. I don't want to be a simp. I don't want to be the guy that's always there. He's just like, I'm the friend hoping to maybe we get together. I hope their boyfriend breaks up, that kind of shit. And and then after 10 plus years, I am still alone. However, I've become so much more by myself. I've become more respectable, kind. I encourage people. I've become a better person, and I would not change that for the world. Even if I am alone, I am a good man, and that's okay. So
I think there's something. Yeah, I think there's something to say because like I've had my share of like long-term relationships, and then I've also had my big share of breaks between those relationships. Yeah. And I think that there's a line that people who understand that line know what it is. When people say like, oh, you need to figure yourself out, you need to work on yourself before you get into a relationship. To me, how I interpret that is you need to be someone who going into a relationship, you are not a you can't be dependent. You can't be dependent. You can't be a massive project that someone else is going to have to take on to make better. Like, you can't be someone who goes into a relationship and the only thing that you do is take. Yep. You have to be someone who is capable of being a partner, not just the boyfriend, not just someone who's like, I don't know. It's that. You have to be yourself. You have to be an entity. Mm-hmm. It's not, and I think that you should be content with who you are as a person. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect someone else to love you? And I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm not saying that you can't have flaws or things that you know that you need to work on, because no one's ever going to be perfect. And I think that there is a difference between going into a relationship as someone who needs to work on themselves versus having things that, two people who are already fully fleshed people who are content with themselves and their lives, they come together and they grow together as people. They work on these things together. They work on their communication. They work on like their bad habits. They work on this stuff, but it's not like it's in a much healthier way than just constantly taking or being dependent or being a project. Yeah, it's like if you're always going to your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, and it's just like, you need to fix me. That's a relationship that's gonna fucking fail because one person's doing way more work, and it sucks and it hurts because most of the time the reason why we're like this is because we grew up shitty. It's just as simple as is. Like maybe
you know, you didn't have a dad in your life, maybe you didn't have a mom in your life, maybe you're bullied all the time, maybe you're born weird. It is like, it is what it is. And so you have this weird missing half of yourself and you expect others to fix it. No, you have to fix it. It's not fair. It's not kind. It's not okay. You have to fix it though. It's unfair. It is what it is. Are you going to do something about it? What are you going to do about the circumstances you've been given? And that's when I realized, oh, I need to put in effort. And so I did. And it's a lot better now. 10 years in, nice guys, white knights, neckbeards, it gets better. You got to put in the time and effort though. Like serious time and effort, not just like, oh, I did this on the weekend. 10 years. 10 years. I don't regret it.
And congratulations for that. And also, hi Dunbar. Welcome in.
Dunbar!
But yeah, I think it's also hard because I'm gonna dip my toes into the patriarchy really quickly.
Do it.
But I think it's really hard for men growing up because they oftentimes just the way that society is set up, they very, very rarely have to put themselves in like the shoes of other people. And I feel like, especially depending on their family dynamics, when they have like a mom who does everything for them, or they, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people who, because what it is ultimately, when it comes down to like nice guyism, what it boils down to is a sense of entitlement. You're entitled to someone's time. You're entitled to, I'm nice to her. I deserve a chance. She should give me a chance. She should do this when people don't owe you anything. And I feel like a lot of that is just growing up in circumstances. You don't have that like boilerplate empathy that a lot of like, or consideration that a lot of other people, particularly like a lot of women, had to grow up with it pounded into them of being polite, being courteous, being this, and understanding how like other people work so that they can, you know, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I think it comes down to a sense of entitlement. And as long as you can, I think as long as you can get rid of that aspect, a lot of your work is cut out for you. Like, I think there are a lot of people, and again, Karens too. Karens, what's the male Karen called?
The Pygmies, I think. Oh no, the male Karens. That's Kyle, yeah, the Karens and the Kyles. Like, I think all of like the shitty behavior when it comes to like expecting things from life, expecting things from random people, expecting things from your partner, it all comes down to a sense of entitlement. Like, genuinely, that's what it boils down to. I would say it's something different. I don't think it's entitlement. I think it's, for me at least, in my experience, I was raised on television. And so from my point of view, the rules and the skills that I was taught was from TV. So if I wanted a wife, I had to go on these dates. I would have to treat them, you know, like so fucking amazingly. I would have to do all these things for them. And then I get a wife. That was the formula that I was perceiving. And so when I put in the time and effort into someone and then I don't get a wife, I'm like, I did what the TV said.
But isn't that kind of entitlement in a sense to be like, you know, I did X, Y, therefore I get Z. I did this, therefore I get this. Like, that's how it works, right? Like, I put in effort. I'm nice to this person. You know, and every flavor of nice guy is going to be slightly different. Yeah. But, you know, I feel like a lot of people have that same thing where it's like, I did the thing. I followed the rules. Why isn't she sucking my dick?
Why aren't you sucking my dick? No, it's the, I guess, entitlement, I feel like is like the reason why I think a lot of people don't like the word entitlement is because it feels like entitlement is I deserve this without effort, where a lot of people are like, I put in the effort. It's not entitlement. I put in the effort. It's like, yeah, but they don't owe you anything though, because that's just how life is.
Word because again, I think this comes back to like confrontation of stuff like that, where the word in and of itself is scary, but I think the underlying thing still.
I think you're right.
It's okay to have differing opinions and stuff too, but I think that because you can still have like entitlement. You can have. I think also you can have valid senses of entitlement too when it comes to like corporate workplaces, like a sense of entitlement of like, I put in this much. I did this. I deserve this. That I think is a valid sense of entitlement. But I think nice guys have an inappropriate sense of entitlement.
When you have to deal with someone's agency, that changes things versus like a corporation where it's like, I put in 10 hours, pay me for 10 hours. But for people, for humans, you can't say I put in 10 hours, I deserve, like you said, a dick sucking. It's like, that's not how it works, dude. You need to feel it out.
I think that's also another thing that can get really, I don't want to say scary, but like it's something that, you know, like some women have to deal with, especially in the VTuber space too, is that when you have someone who I don't want to say you idolize, but maybe like you put them on a pedestal, right? Yeah. You have these like fantasies of like what your life is going to be like together, of you know, blah 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 blah, and so you create these expectations in your brain, and when this person who is an actual human being with their own lives, with their own experiences, with their own thoughts and their own beliefs don't fit that box, they don't line up exactly, they don't sit on that pedestal the way that you want them to, then you know it gets I don't know, it gets a little weird. And I think it's very prevalent in the VTuber space too, to be like breaking the immersion or not acting the way that you want your streamer to act. And it's like, they're a full ass person, dude. They're not a puppet. They're not like a dog that you get to, you know, clicker train and have them behave the way that you expect. I don't know.
The clicker train fucks me up every time. There's a streamer that has a clicker thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it scares me.
There's I think it's actually really funny. So Goblin Fia, she has a redeem on her stream, and she barks every time. But she's been doing it for so long that she barks at things in real life if it sounds like a clicker.
Go follow Goblin Fia, good streamer.
Dude, Goblin Fia is incredible. But like she somebody, she was saying the other day, there's like, you know, there's like those bicycle guys that have like the seats in the back for you to like them to pedal you around to places, right?
Yeah.
The little bell on it sounded a little bit too much like a clicker, and she was walking around, she fucking barked at that man as he was passing by. He clicked it, she was I want to know what I can be clicker trained to do. I want to be Pavlovian conditioned to something. I want that. I want to have something like that.
More Reese's s'mores, that's what it is. It's just like every time you... Oh, that's hot. Holy shit, that's bread hot. Oh that my god.
You could don't brand me. Don't.
Oh, but what if I did? Which I see... Oh god. I think that for men and women, we have different expectations from society.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and absolutely.
So whenever we run into each other, like whenever we're like, you know, we're adults, it's just like, hey, I've been trained like in the ocean. I'm an ocean man. And then you go to a woman who's on the land, and it's just like we have different expectations. We have different rules. We've been taught differently. And I think just exploring that is interesting in itself. It's just like, because we both have our shit. It's like we both have our challenges. We both have our crazy shit, right? We're all crazy. No, yeah. Ain't nobody fucking normal around here, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think I'll finish this and I'll let you go. We should try to understand each other, and I think that's okay. To be like, hey, I see the challenges you go through, and you see the challenges that I go through. That's all I want, is the acknowledgement of you have this crazy shit, and I have this crazy shit, and we're going to work together to fix it. That's what I think a relationship is, you know? I like that.
I would agree with that. There's one quote that has like stuck with me for years as someone who's like because I think overall, I will say this, compared to previous generations, like the fact that therapy and working on yourself and all of that is like very much more prominent. Like we're breaking generational cycles of trauma. We're breaking this where like men, you can see a man with painted fingernails and go fucking slay instead of like, oh, under lipstick or whatever it is, like that. Like that kind of shit, right? Like it's very much like we're trying so hard until all of like the manosphere shit started happening and Andrew Tate became big, and then you have all of like the trad wife and trad husband shit, which also that shit makes me laugh so hard because never mind, that's a whole different thing. But,
I have many words about this, but keep going. I'm gonna piss in the bushes over there. Keep going, it's fine.
the God, what it is to be a man who can just whip his cock out and piss on a bush. Women have to use the she-wee. No, Clover, we don't get ASMR pissing. It's so because if we did get ASMR pissing, I would be doing this. We could time it together. He'd go 3, 2, 1, and then I would do that. But no, the one thing that I'll say is a quote that has stuck with me that kind of talks about, because there are a lot, you know about like the Korean 4B movement, right? And how like a lot of women are just like swearing off of relationships and stuff.
Oh, now. I've heard about that slightly, but not too much. Yeah. But I've heard about it.
There's a quote that sticks with me that is basically like any woman in any straight relationship, in any man-woman relationship, right, has the burden of teaching.
Yes.
They will always have to be the teacher in the relationship. And I think that in and of itself, I can speak to that a lot, because there's like that one, I don't remember what the name of the artist, but that one like you know, the song is like, oh, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, and a virgin. You know that song? Have you heard that one?
No.
Oh, it's a good song. It's a very like female, like collective female anger song, right?
Yeah.
But I think that speaks to a lot of like the disconnect between in relationships between like when it comes to like expectations, when it comes to blah 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 blah, is having to constantly be the teacher. Also, I'm gonna read these 2 messages. Dunbar says, yeah, but guys with painted fingernails is the father of a daughter who wanted to paint nails, though, or look pretty for a princess birthday party. Not always. Men paint their nails all the time now just to look fucking slay.
Yeah.
Like, the black nail look is iconic on a lot of people.
I don't care for painting my fingernails because I'm lazy, but...
Oh, God, I'm so lazy. I can't do it. I use press-ons if I have to.
Oh, that's hot. That's burn.
Oh, I can see the smoke coming off.
Oh, that's scary. All right, we're going to put you in the ice. All right, there we go. Nice and cool. So, one thing... A lot of dudes, there's always going to be a disconnect, I think, between, men and women. Because, again, like we were talking about before, we both have our challenges. And I think you are correct or whoever said it, they're always going to have to be the teacher. For men, I feel like you are supposed to be told and taught to be stubborn. You are supposed to be the rock. You are supposed to be this. And so there's a different burden of you have to accept that this person that you care about, that you love, is trying to teach you about their woes. And you've been taught the exact opposite the whole part of your life. And that's difficult. It's hard. But I think that's where like a real relationship is like, I have my training and I'm going to go against it to learn what is happening in your life. And I think that's where like a real long-term relationship starts. Is like, hey, yeah.
Exactly. It's 2 people, because a lot of people, people grow.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're in a relationship, they grow. And I think what a lot of a relationship is people who, through effort, and consistency and dedication, because love is not just easy peasy. It is
love is work.
Love is work, but it's just like, it's work that you enjoy doing. Someone posted their vows that their husband wrote on TikTok, and they said, love is work, but it's like the work of a lifetime. It's like, the Mona Lisa, it's the Sistine Chapel. Like, it's that kind of work. It's a work that is a labor of love, and that you get to see, the results with your own, you get to feel it with your hands, you get to see it with your eyes, you get to be wrapped and enveloped in it. Like, it's that kind of work. So I think that people grow, and a solid and successful relationship is people who put in the effort and the dedication to grow in the same direction. They grow together. And that obviously comes with a lot of people, that comes with a lot of patience. It comes with a lot of learning. It comes with a lot of teaching, and it comes with a lot of grace. So I agree with that entirely.
I think that we need better male role models. Because, this is going back to what I wanted to talk about a little bit, was about the, the whole alpha male shit. They are predators. They are preying on people that didn't have the grace growing up. And I know that because if I was younger and I saw Andrew Tate, I would have latched onto him immediately. Yep. I know I would have.
It's so dangerous.
It's extremely dangerous because they're going to try and make money off of you. Like, don't get it twisted. They're making money off of you, and they will share half-truths, like, constantly. Where it's like, yes, you should be confident. Yes, you should be strong. Yes, you should be these things. However, buy my fucking book. And it's like, fuck you, dude. You piece of shit. You are the lowest of the scum. But that's my opinion.
What they do that's scary is, like, it's twofold. One, they're scamming people who are desperate and who want to learn and grow. They want the answers, but just like most people, right? People want to pick the path of least resistance. They want to pick the easiest way. Like, you want to lose weight, it's a lot harder to get your ass in the gym. It's a lot harder to diet, but that's what leads to growth. Whereas you have people who are like, oh, I want to have a wife, I want to have a girlfriend, I want to get laid, I want to do this. Instead of actually putting in the grueling hours of self-reflection and therapy or whatever else it is, like, I'm going to buy this dude's book. They're taking advantage of vulnerable men, while at the same time, like scamming them, like, out of their money. They're taking advantage that way, but they're also making their opinions, right? Because this, like, generation of, like, chronically online kids who, like, the internet is changing to reward, like, the overly fantastical, like, the you know, whatever fucking gets views. It's drama baiting, it's engagement farming, it's this and this, it's all of it. And so you have these, like, men or these like young kids who see these guys driving around in their fucking, like, I'm driving, this is my third Lamborghini, or here's my fucking Corvette, look at all these bitches I have, look at this, and they're like, oh my god, no, they've made it, I want to live like that, I want to do that. And so they internalize all that shit at a very young age, and it can take so much more to break them out of that mentality, because it's so incredibly unhealthy when it's rooted in that early.
And it's going to take a long time for them to learn that they are using them. I will say one thing. After eating that delicious Reese's s'more, my god, if you want to know if someone's taking advantage of you, ask them questions. People that are taking advantage of you fucking hate questions. People that are trying to help you may be slightly annoyed, but they will help you and they will answer the questions because they have truth. People that don't have truth fear questions, because that is an investigation. So yeah, ask questions. If there's someone giving you weird advice, be like, why do you think this way? And if they go, fuck you, that's why. And it's like, that's not a very good answer.
Or they answer with non-answers. It's like, it's just the way that the world is. It's just this, it's blah, blah, blah. Like, take a look around, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah.
Or they just repeat their same talking points.
Yeah, or they go in circles. That's the thing they love to do, is just go in circles to trick you.
Jimbo has a couple of good comments. One also, Clover, I'm very curious to see what you said. Did you hear about the Polish trend where Polish men would pluck their eyelashes because they were deemed too feminine? That's actually crazy. You can't have eyelashes, the thing that protect your eyes from things going into them? God.
Can't have eyelashes, too girly.
Woman. What, are you gonna grow tits next, huh? And then Jimbo said, they also motivate people that are so nihilistic, which is true, that they could basically never grow without major intervention. Like, like they hit rock bottom, they hit major life change, blah, blah, blah. And then motivate in the sense that they are activated, like, not like chipper and happy, or like weaponized is maybe a better word.
Yeah, weaponized makes sense.
And then it's also hard because you combine that. Okay, I'm gonna dip my toe a little bit further into politics. But you have sorry, you can cut me off if it's too much.
No, you fucking go. You go.
Because here's the thing, when you have young impressionable men who are kind of weaponized, basically, who are motivated, who are intrinsically believe the things that the people in the big manosphere talk about, like big figures like Andrew Tate, whatever. And at the same time, right, they're promised these things. If you do these things, it goes back to that sense of entitlement. You have those people who, I feel like they develop a big sense of internal anger at such a young age. And that's how you end up with people who go on mass shooting sprees, because they feel entitled, they feel disgruntled with their life at such an early age too, that they're like, everything is unfair. I've done everything. Nothing's working out for me. I'm going by the book, blah, 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 this and this, like, and then, but they have that external hatred toward women too, because that's basically what's at the heart of a lot of that Andrew Tate shit. It's like, it's hatred towards, it's not hatred, but hatred in the sense of like dehumanization, all of this other stuff. So it comes back down to like dehumanizing and developing like an inherent hatred towards women because they view them all as like, oh, fucking femcells or femoids or whatever they call them, like in the Reddit sphere.
Femcells.
Some of the terminology they come up with is so fucking funny. And it's so easy to like pick them out of a group because they never use the word women. They use females.
By the way, is my cameras working right now? I was going to turn the light back on. Both of your cameras
are indeed on.
All right, cool. Let me turn this light back on because it was night vision. So, Jesus. I didn't think we'd get into this topic. This is interesting, and I don't regret talking about it because I have some playing the game there. As you know, people talk about school shooters and whatnot. Oh god, yeah. When
we can always switch topics if you'd like.
No,
we can go with something lighter.
Nah, I'm here to talk about real shit because I'm tired of being fake. You know, I think a lot of people forget that the people that are shooting up schools have been abandoned, because I was abandoned, and I understand those feelings deeply of being abandoned. And you're trying to seek help and no one will help you because someone is supposed to help you. Your parents are supposed to help you. Your family. Someone is supposed to be teaching you these things that they are not teaching you. And it's not their responsibility to teach you. However, what happens when no one teaches you at all? And you seek help, you seek aid, and you're a child and you don't know what to do. You're sent to a school where you're bullied constantly. You sent home to a family that's broken. And then they are baffled when you take violence up as an answer. It's like, I understand why you are violent. Don't choose violence, but I understand.
I think it's also hard because not only I think Jimbo kind of hits it on the head a little bit. He said it's not that they've been abandoned, not necessarily in the modern age. The issue is they've been accepted by like-minded people, right? So it goes back to the community aspect of like groupthink, right? Where people, because you have these online internet communities that are so self-contained and that have the ability to very quickly become radicalized within themselves and push that envelope. So you have like places like 4chan, 8chan, blah blah blah, where you have these communities who are like, oh yeah, 8chan's. Think of 4chan, double it, and then you got 8chan.
2 4chans. But the thing I think it still stands is that they were abandoned, and then they find these communities where their foundation is hate, and it's like, that's not the answer. But what else do you have?
Right. It's hard, especially. I think that's why it's also very important for like parents, as much as I hate to say it, like to have these like incredibly healthy relationships with their kids, and to it's still like up in the air about like, okay, what level of like internet monitoring of protecting themselves from like stuff like that is necessary, because at one point you don't want to be those overprotective parents who like don't allow their kid to do shit, and then they all of a sudden they're exposed to the internet, they go buck wild, or like they don't get to do anything with their friends, have any experience with alcohol, blah 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 blah. Versus like, when you have someone, especially a kid who is struggling, I think that's when it's like, okay, who's constantly being bullied, who's like shows signs of being down the path. I think that I don't want to say it's like necessarily the parents' fault, because whatever like that, but I think it's incredibly important for the parents to be involved, to set like healthy expectations, and to keep a fucking a sharp eye. I don't care if it's an invasion of privacy, blah 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 blah. Your kids are entitled to some levels of privacy, but like when you start showing signs and stuff like that, I don't know, man, it gets really scary, because otherwise how are they supposed to get help if you don't know what's going on? If they're shutting you out, right? Like, you can tell that they need help, but at what point do you like enforce help?
The one thing that it's like, you can understand why someone makes choices and still not agree with it, but it's like, I see why it happened. And one of them is like, parents are supposed to be in the child's life. They are supposed to teach them the skills that they were taught. But with the economy, with the world, society right now, we live in this society, but we live in a society. But it's like kids are missing out on the teachings they're supposed to be given. it's been like this for 1,000 years. The parents are supposed to be there. The fucking community is supposed to be there to teach your kids. But when the kids have no one, what do you think they're gonna do? It's like, I hate it when people say, he was such a nice and quiet kid. Why did he do this horrific violence? It's like, he had no one. And he was in prison, of school, and a broken home. It's like, what do you think is going to fucking happen?
Anyone who is like really into true crime, that's almost exactly how every single serial killer, how every single like, even like one-off murderers a lot of times, like it ends up being exactly like that. It's like on the outside, like perception is one thing because especially if you are like a kid who is socially outcast, who is whatever, like people don't put you in the forefront of their life. They don't notice a lot of the things oftentimes. So it's like, then you dig a little deeper and it's like, oh, okay, well, actually all of these things were in place. This big cocktail was already brewing. All the signs were there. It's just nobody made that step of intervention. Nobody did any of that thing. So it's like, it's hard because you can clearly understand. You understand when you see everything laid out, you see exactly, okay, this is how it happened without like any intervention. It's almost hard to think like, well, what else could you have predicted? Even though, again, I feel like that takes away the people's agency of like knowing inherently, like, you know, don't murder people. I feel like that's a pretty basic one. But it still does. It also doesn't absolve them of like the consequences of their actions. And stuff like that. So it's a fucked up thing where it's like, obviously this goes back to like an ounce of prevention is worth like a pound of cure type thing. It's like making sure that, you know, especially in the day and age, because like you got people like fucking Jack Doherty like blowing up. You got people who are like, dude, no, he made it big at whatever the fuck age. You have like you know, people like, I don't know, you have a lot right now in this like age of like content creation sphere. You have a lot of really awful young influencers who are serving as like role models for people younger than them, and people are like, oh my god, he's so fucking cool, I want to be just like him. And it's like, please don't be just like him. The rest of the world hates his guts. It's only the teenagers, it's only the minors who are like, oh my god, I want to have a Lamborghini and I'm gonna crash it and I'm gonna have bitches and blah blah blah.
It's because it goes back to the thing I was saying of like, it's the people that have no one, and it's just like, who do I have to look up to? Who do I have to role model? Who do I have at all? And then these people come around the corner and it's like, hey man, hey kid, I can help you.
They open up
I
their
can
trench
help
coat.
you.
You want a little bit of trad wife? You want a little bit of toxic masculinity? You want some bitches?
Hey, come here.
I got everything that you need. All for the low price of $50 a month for my special sessions.
You see this? This could be yours. Pay me $5.95. And it's like what else? What other options do you have? And I don't blame them, but it's hard. It's hard. Because again, it's like it makes sense. The way people are is like water. They go with the path of least resistance. When someone says, I have the answers, you fucking listen real fast. But with experience and years, you learn not everything is true, you know?
Not everything is true. No one has the answer. Because there's no such thing as the answer. There's like advice, the common advice that people always give is like, you know, at least when it comes to like that kind of shit, is like, one, there's no concrete answer. You gotta learn and you gotta grow up. Literally everything is subjective. Women, groups of people, men, literally any insert X group of people, they're not a monolith. They're not all the same. Why do you think that every single person is going to be exactly the same and that every technique?
But I negged her. But I did this. But I bought her jewelry. But
I negged this woman. My
not on her knees.
Why is she on her knees? My cock is dry. God damn it. It's I have deep sympathy for the people that are trapped in hell right now. But hey, you want to do a card real fast?
Dude, I would love to do a card.
Yeah.
I also have like I think it's somewhere in one of my drawers. I bought from like my say it or spray it thing with Romcom. I actually have 3 different sets of couples cards to be like, or like we're not really strangers, like that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to pull that out, I have. You want to whip it out? But ooh, here's a question. When do you feel the most like yourself? I think when I'm alone. That's when I'm me. If I'm by myself, there's no interference, there's no influence, there's nothing. It's just me, and I get to be me. But whenever you add someone else to the pot, you change fast, and you're supposed to. That's normal. But when you're by yourself, I think that's when you're the most like you'll ever be.
I think that's I feel like that's mostly true, because I think that and this goes back to different versions of like extroversion, blah blah blah, is that there's obviously different parts of yourself. That's why like in high school you had, or college or whatever, like you have different friend groups, and part of your personality becomes more prominent when you interact with those types of people. They're all you, but they're just different aspects of you. And I feel like there is like, I feel like the most prominent part of you is, who you are when you're by yourself, when you're alone with your own thoughts and this and this and this. I feel like, for me specifically, I would mostly agree with that. I'm going to say something incredibly fucking sappy.
Do it.
I think that I feel the most me when I am with Bean, just because I feel like he brings out the better version of me. I hope he's not in stream. No, he actually just arrived at home. He's not on his computer.
Okay, good. You don't want to inflate his ego,
No, I could never let him hear anything nice that I say about him ever. But yeah, because I was right before this relationship, I was single for like a little over 4 years, right? And I was so content, because I was like, you know what? All things considered, I am so at peace. I'm so content with who I am that I don't feel like I'm lacking for anything. Like if I went the entire rest of my life without being in a relationship, I would be just fine. I would I would be perfectly content. I'd be happy, because I have my friend group. I have people who I love and I care about and I get to see. I have a hobby that brings me joy. I have, a job that it pays me money. That's all I can say about it right now. But, all that other stuff, like completely content. So like for me, the barrier for me was that I wasn't going to do a relationship again unless it was going to be something that truly like added to and elevated my life, because all my past relationships have been pretty fucking shit. Not one of them was shit, but Petrovius, thank you for the follow. You can tell how lagged my stream is.
Let me ask you real quick. Should I throw more fire into the campfire?
More fire?
Should I throw more
fire onto fire?
The longer the fire goes, the longer the stream goes. So this is why. No, it's actually up to you.
I'm a big yapper. I can yap for as long as you would like.
I will grab a little bit of firewood then. A little bit of fire. Oh, princess. Firewood.
Princess. Get some fire for that wood. Keep daddy nice and warm.
Jesus Christ. I fucking love that shit.
Oh, but 12 here, so welcome into chat.
Let's see. What can I grab? There's so much firewood. Oh.
Daddy has so much wood he would like to give right now.
We'll start off with a taste, and then we'll get some more later on. It's fine. Oh, you know what?
Well,
you know what?
What are you gonna put in the fire?
No, it's a surprise, princess.
Oh. Daddy loves a good surprise.
The fuck is this? God. This shit's heavy. Good thing I'm strong. Oh well.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know how you broke that wood before. That was crazy.
It's fine. It's strength given by God. It's I don't got a lot going on, but I can do feats of strength. Okay, that's better. Ow. Yeah, keep going, as I definitely don't hurt myself.
What was it?
I don't know.
ADHD. We both have ADHD.
I've had 3 beers, and I'm like, or was it 2? I don't remember.
I remember you've had at least 2.
Okay, good. This stream will go as long as the guest wants. That is what I know.
Or I'm a yapper. You can't say that.
That is the truth. Owie.
Eston said, "I hate how we left a feral skunk alone in the backyard." Listen, I'm basically domesticated right now. Okay, I'm sated. I'm by the warp fire. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is that? That's huge.
I know. That's what she said. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's nice knowing my... Oh, princess, a delivery for you.
A delivery. Do I have to sign?
All right. Here.
That's crazy.
That's better. Oh, shit. It's the thing of, one thing I learned in the oil field is that you're supposed to, it's a good skill to have. It's learning how to deal with pain or discomfort. If you can learn to, like, just push past that, you can do so much. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm a baby back bitch when it comes to pain. I'm not built for that. I'm built to work at home and have me using my dog right now as a footrest.
There we go.
Hi, Petrovius. So Noble is normally a slime with a little chef hat.
Yes.
Right now.
I'm a man right now.
I'm a man.
You want to see something really cool?
Yes. Oh, it's gonna go up in crazy flames, isn't it? Dude! It looks like you're pissing from the side.
I'm pissing fire!
I was gonna say, if you step back like one step, it would totally look like it's just your stream.
Okay, so there's a lot of embers in there. It'll catch eventually. It'll just take a minute. Oh, shit.
That's insane. Out of curiosity, how much the lung cancer special?
It's fine.
How much more furniture do you have to burn inside the house that you still have to get rid of?
I have a shed full.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it could go for a while. That's why it's like either the guest gives up or I say we're out of firewood. One of the two. But
Gives up.
I gotta piss again. Let me put this on my chair. Also, last time I was pissing, you did the gargle voice. I was laughing mid piss. Like, stop. Oh god.
He's broken the seal. What's your favorite animation movie or series? Sometimes some weird stuff gets into the slime pot and he turns into man slime. It's like it's like that. I don't know if anyone's seen that anime. It's like that time I was reincarnated as a slime. He was a slime. Now he's a man, a big strong man. That's what he is now. Honestly, Petrovius, answering your question, favorite animation movie or series? I'm gonna say something that's controversial. Is it animation? It's CGI. I'll give two answers. My favorite movie of all time, I'll stand by this. I don't care how fucking lame people think it is. My favorite movie is the Blue People Avatar. I'm saying it with my chest. It's Blue People Avatar. I love it. I love everything about it. I know it's not a perfect movie. I don't care. I love it. I love it with my whole heart. I literally love Avatar so much that I spent over $200 because I wanted to see it with my boyfriend. But I missed the window because Avatar had all that merch that came out, right? It had the big Ikran like popcorn bucket and the tumblers and like all the things. And I was gonna get all of them. And then I waited too long and I called every single movie theater within like an hour drive near my house. Okay. All of them sold out. Every single one sold out. There was one that had like some of the promotional ones, like that weren't like the special edition. It was just they had like the printed movie poster or whatever on it. Didn't give a shit. I wanted the other one. So I went on eBay and I spent over $200 to get the Ikran, one of the Ikran popcorn buckets. I still haven't found the other one that was like shown in the promo. But I got that one, and then I got two of the LED tumblers that have like the Ikrans on the side. That's how much I fucking love Avatar. One of my Pointy Olive is a community member, and he got me a what do you call it? art of my character, my VTuber model as as an avatar, and it was really sick. Or technically as a Navi. Series Monster. Oh, dude, Monster was. I have feelings about Monster. How do you feel, Jimbo, about the end? Like this, the whole like ending arc. Movie is Paprika. I don't think I've actually seen that one. My question: only 2D or 3D or mixed? Avatar was 3D. If I had to like pick, I don't know. I think if I could go the rest of my life only picking like live action / like CGI versus 2D, I'd probably pick 2D. I think you can be a lot more expressive and stuff with like animated movies than you can in real life. And like there's a lot of really good live action like IRL whatever blah 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 movies, but I don't know. Something about like cartoons just like I don't know, it's special to me. Maybe just because I grew up like watching like, you know, Disney and anime and blah 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 blah, but I've always really appreciated 2D. I thought it was fine, but I'm more of a journey kind of guy. I feel that. I wasn't like, what is that? What is that?
Princess, I have
is that pizza?
Table of wood fire for
you. You were serving me a pizza. I said, dude, it's a big ass pizza.
We have wood, we have cardboard, we have
cardboard.
everything.
Yum.
More of the classic cabinet doors, of course, just for you.
It's the specialty in our menu. I'll take the cabinet special, actually.
Oh, you get everything. Okay. Fucking hell. Ooh, smoky.
A smorgasbord, if you would.
A smorgasbord of wood, if you will. There we go. Yeah, I love burning shit. It's just fun.
I also love burning stuff. I've probably inhaled a lot of fumes that I shouldn't have, based on some of the things that we burned, like as a kid. But it's fun, dude. It's fucking fun. I will say I don't love coming away from like a bonfire or something and smell it, like because you can smell the smoke on your clothes.
Oh yeah, you can smell the smoke. I love the smell of smoke in my clothes. Holy shit!
I have to immediately take a shower. I will not get into bed if I smell like smoke.
My tongs have been fucked up. They're crossed now. Dude, look at this. Look at this. They're a little twisted. They're twisted.
They're crossing their fingers for good luck.
They're crossing the stream. God, I can't wait to get Mochi on here too. Oh, it's gonna be the same. Oh god, I gotta get Siren too. Which, by the way, I did that Siren teaser.
It was so good.
I did it for freebies. Because
freebies?
For freebies, yes. Because I hate long form content with a passion, and if I make it for people that I give a shit about, I'll go hard. But it's just like I can't do it for money, because then it gets weird, you know?
Why?
I don't know.
What's the difference between like, because you edit shorts and stuff. What's the difference between shorts editing and long form?
Shorts I have down to a T. It takes me about an hour, but I only have so many spoons, right? Long form can take 2 weeks, and it gets weird fast.
I guess I could. Is it more like you're more like self-critical and like, or like it comes down to like wanting to make sure that your work is like really good?
Well, the thing is, if I make something for someone and it's a short, I know it's gonna be good. I know it'll be decent. But if it's long form, I don't know. And so I feel bad charging people where I don't know. And
I can understand that.
Also, then I get the backfall safety drop of, you know, what if they don't like it? It was free at least, you know?
Yeah, that part's true. There was someone who I commissioned to write the, you know, well, maybe, I'm assuming, you know, the Ratatouille script.
Oh, Ratatouille script. Refresh me, please.
So it's dropping this month actually. So it's dropping this month when I finally launch my Patreon.
Hey, follow her Patreon.
It's all safer work stuff, but it's just shitposty stuff. Oh yeah, all the feet pics are also going on there. The fabled feet pics. So Ratatouille is a script. It's a shitpost audio where I pretend. Yeah, I know it's a lot. It's a lot of
no, I had beer going in my nose.
Ooh.
Keep going.
You're also just a plume of smoke right now.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
But the Ratatouille is basically, it's a shitpost roleplay audio where Colette and Linguini from the Ratatouille movie, they break up, okay? And then I make a move on Linguini, but Linguini's like so nervous, right? Because he hasn't done this in a while. So he gets Remy to go under his hat and try and like, put the schmoobs on me. And then I am like, oh my god, this guy's so fucking good at flirting that I get a rat and I put her under my tongue. And then the rats like start flirting together, but now like as humans we're doing weird rat shit and we're like, I don't think this is really how you flirt. And then we end up taking the rats off of our hat and then it fades to black and stuff.
And so then they fuck.
And then we fuck. Yes, absolutely. But it has really iconic lines like anyway, let me I actually have the script pulled up. There's like one line specifically. Oh, you're gonna hate this.
Oh, good.
I'm excited about it. Let me see. All right. Tell me, Linguini, are you al dente or just happy to see me?
I don't have any pasta in my pockets, ma'am. I'm sorry.
God.
Jeez. Dude, that's funny. It's what I remember. Siren, she had a mommy talk redeem, and I had too many points to burn, and I was like, what if I just made her do mommy voice for an hour? So I just went bing, 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 bing.
That's why I priced mommy voice so high. It's 50k channel points.
Well, you can bring it down a little bit, for the people.
So originally I had it at 25, and then as part of the D100, it went back up to 50k, and then I haven't had the D100 around because I've been fixing it up for the 3D, which is like I think that's next week.
You know,
the 3D stream.
These prices are too damn high, Mishi. As the union representative of the fucking chat, we need to bring them down a little bit.
50,000 channel points for mommy in this economy.
In this economy, it's too much. You know how long we have to work, and then we come home and watch your stream, and we love it, and we won't stop. But you gotta bring it. You gotta like work with us here. Oh shit, that's coming down at me. Stop that. Stop that.
That's scary.
just gonna push that back a little bit.
Give a little pat.
Here we go. There we go. So yeah, we're thinking 10,000. All right, 10,000 points. All right, what about you? What do you think? 10K. I'm not trying to lowball you here, but you know, Simon does it for 15,000 last I checked. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know.
Well, Siren can price her mommy voice however she wants. There are some people who have like they have like Samara. Actually, you know what? Samara just fucking moans for free on her stream. I've never moaned once.
We should add that to the repertoire. You're not gonna catch
me moaning for my chat.
I'll moan right now for free.
Do it. Fantastic. Why does that sound like a? That sounds like a whale.
Because I'm fat,
like
Mishi.
And then it's.
It's because I'm fat. That's why.
That's not why.
Every time I know.
What I have a question is, do you have like a stick with like a hot dog on it sticking out of the fire?
No, I have a stick right here.
Okay. Oh, that's the handle of the stick. Okay.
Yeah.
The positioning of that was very sus, just so you know. the handle specifically of the stick, the way that you were sitting, very sus.
You know what? We've had a lot of discussions about everything. If you have questions, you'll rapid fire them. Send them my way.
Me?
Yeah, we got this.
Oh man. Okay. Well, okay. So here's something I don't know. How long because I think you told me about like how you started, but how long have you been streaming?
I think 2 years now. I want to say 2 years.
What's been your favorite part?
Talking to people, talking to chat, talking to other streamers. I love communicating. I'm a lonely man, okay? I like talking to people, and I like sharing wisdoms and stories. I'm parasocial son, bitch. All right, the thing I love doing as a streamer is surprising people and like throwing the rocking chair into the fire where people go, "What the fuck is that?" I love it. I feed off of it. I will do it again. What's it called? Yeah, keep going, keep going.
I was gonna say, okay, so your current model and everything, you've got a 3D one, right?
Yes, I got one from Goo-chan. Go follow Goo-chan, Guuchan. Pink-haired person, good dude. He's helped me with content.
Nice. Do you think that you'll stick with this like character concept for the foreseeable future?
The 3D one?
The
Or the slime?
hang on, wait, the slime.
Oh yeah, no, that's me to the day I die.
Okay.
The reason I made the slime was it was a silly thing, but it was more genuine than I realized. I've always changed myself to appease others, and so I kind of felt like a slime, you know, not as in a gross, grotesque slime like I'm a slimy motherfucker, but more of like it's like I've always changed
Fluid.
myself. Yeah, fluid, and so I vibe with that. Even though I've become more solidified in recent years, that was me for a majority of my life, and I like cooking, so I add the chef hat and the spoon, and I'm like, this is good. I'll keep this. It's cute. Fuck it. He's a cute little guy. The other one was he brings me joy when I see his face, so I kept him around. So yeah, it's good.
Do you have, so like right now with where you are, like what are you, because like going back to, it's January, all right? Do you, talking about like goals and aspirations and resolutions or whatever, what are your, like, do you have any concrete or like any like aspirations, goals for Noble 18th, right? For VTubing, for content creation and stuff?
I stopped caring about becoming big, and because now that I'm self-sufficient, I just want to have fun. So I want to get as many people together to have fun with silly challenges. And one of them, I'm going to do
Sorry, that was my dad sneeze. Going out.
In February, I will be doing a editing Olympics / Forged.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Forged in Fire?
I think I have actually.
Where it's like, this would kill. That guy. I want to do that with editing, and I want to bring in the clients as well as the editors. All right, and here's.
Oh.
Stop that! Stop that!
Oh.
Stop that! There we go. Jesus. So the thing I'm thinking about was I bring in 3 editors, and I bring in their clients as well. And so the funny part is I give them a clip. They have an hour to edit the same clip. All right, and then I'll have 2 other judges with me, and we'll have their other clients there as added pressure, but also as a cheerleader and to talk shit to other clients and editors. And then at the end of the hour, we review their clips, and then this clip will kill or not, and then the winner gets like $100 because fuck it, why not? Everyone wants money, and I like that idea. I'm gonna do it.
I think that seems really fun actually. It's really interesting knowing like what some editors' processes are now, because like Ozzy really likes doing technical edits and stuff. I'm like, when's the last time Ozzy's like done like a speed edit or like a simple edit for anything anymore? Because he just likes to go ham.
Oh yeah, Ozzy's a good one. He got one of Mochi's videos to go off really well too, and yours too. Frankly, he's a good editor.
He's a really good editor. It's crazy that he's what, 19?
He's 19. Oh,
yeah,
that poor bastard. He's gonna go through so much trauma.
He started editing on mobile, on like CapCut mobile when he first met me. It's like a lot of like the first like I don't even know how many shorts shorts of mine were like all done on CapCut mobile, and then I was like, hey, because like then there's the whole thing with like CapCut where CapCut might have been like discontinued or like not had access to it and everything. So I said, hey, what if I just give you my old PC and you can, well, not give, like, I gave it to him for like $200 or something.
Nice.
I was like, you can actually edit on this PC, and he's like, yeah, that'd be cool. And so he's just been chugging away. But he's done I think one of like the best edits, or one of like the videos that popped off the most I think that he's ever done was actually just done on his phone. But he did that when he was 18.
Yeah. I will, you know what? I'm going to throw some shade at Mr. Ozzy. Friendly competition. Ozzy, if you are here for some reason, listening, step up your fucking subtitle game. I'm telling you, man, it's pretty static, and I think you could do better. And,
see, I feel like Ozzy's very critical of other people's subtitles, so that's funny.
I want to see him in the chat. What the fuck did you just say to me, you little shit? I'm like, I'll say it again.
I'm DMing him noble talking shit about your captions right now.
Good content, though. I will say a good editor needs to know when there's good content, because most editors will just make whatever the fuck the client wants, and then they'll be like, why aren't my videos popping off? I don't understand. And it's like, yeah, you chose a shitty clip. And so for me, I've been very picky, so I avoid burnout. And I told Siren this because I have a few clients that I am making videos for. And one of the big ones, the biggest one, is Clover, Moo Clover. And she's going to be the client until she decides she doesn't want me anymore, kind of thing. And ride or die kind of shit. And so she's always going to be priority because she gave me a chance when no one else would. It is what it is, right? But, the thing I was telling Siren, because I'm like, I'll make, she was like wanting some clips for me. I'll make clips for you. I choose the clips though. That's the only caveat, because I'm tired of making videos of clips where I'm like, this content's not good. And it's frustrating,
Yeah, I can see that, because I think it's a lot harder as like a creator to think like, oh, I think this is a really funny moment. I think this is, because you just have a different perspective of your
you have context
than your audience does, right? Also, hi Strava, welcome in. Stream's looking a little retro today.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think that's why like I like my hands like that. So basically like my new system, which by the way, love you, God bless you for the clips that you do. Oh wait.
Prison Realm! Welcome in, Raiders. We're burning shit in a campfire, and we're talking about content right now. Welcome in. If you need a raid run, go ahead. Maybe consider dropping a follow or saying hi. We're burning cabinets and talking about bullshit. It's a good time. Welcome in, guys.
Good time. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Good to have you.
Oh, my stick is weak, and this wood is heavy.
There we go. My stick is weak. I thought you said you were so strong. I
am strong. One second. Get back in the fire. You're not done. Get in there.
Through the fire and the flames, we carry on.
Okay. Yeah, welcome in, guys. What were we talking about?
We were talking about content. I was saying that I think the way that I said, one, thank you so much for all of your hard work, and the fact that I send you literally every fucking stream to clip. Because like my system now is like I trust people. I trust the people to know to do their, because they do a good job. So like you take clips, I just give it. I give them to my editors and I say pick whichever one you think is best going to suit your editing style. Whatever you think is going to make good content, and then they do it. I don't say, there's like very, very occasionally I'll like specifically go say, hey, this specific thing happened in stream. I think it would make good content. And then they'll tell me like, oh, I don't really think that's good. Or it's like, oh, that's actually really funny. I'll do that.
Oh God, Jesus. Beer number 3 is fighting me, but it is what it is. So I think the problem is like, as an editor, you aren't there for the stream most of the time. So you are more in line with the viewer who hasn't seen your stream. Because I'm going to be real, most shorts are advertising for your stream. They're not there to make money. They're there to be like, I exist, watch me. And it gives you a chance. But because of that, the context is minimal. You don't have the context of all the funny inside jokes. You have to cut it down to the bare brass minimum skeleton. And as a creator, because I've been there too, I'm like, this is so funny because of the content, because of the context I have. And it's like, as a viewer, it's like, I don't know that. So like, what do? I leave. And it's like, oh, so you have to cut out a lot of context, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is hot.
Entirely. And there's even been times where like I've told Ozzy, I was like, hey, you don't need to include this bit, because you can cut it down even more. You can cut it down to the bare minimum, because no one's gonna care about like this extra like 7 seconds of TPS that's going off. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. One second. I'm trying to get this.
Trying to eat me? Is White Saba trying to eat me?
Saba, welcome in, dude. I know that guy. He's a blue eyes white dragon. He's a cool dude. I've actually made videos for the Prison Realm for a while, and they good dudes too. They do a lot of Elden Ring kind of content, Souls-like stuff. Good peeps, and I've told them the same kind of stuff. of what I've been saying now. But I forgot. Well, I had to deal with the fire.
You did so good. You did so good dealing with the fire. And
Yeah.
If I had my clicker, I would click it right now.
Oh,
Good
yes,
job.
good. Dopamine clicks. More. Oh. Oh, God. It's nice to talk to people that are of the same vibe, because I've talked to a lot of people that were not of the chill vibe, and so like streaming, I'm like, there's a lot of good people, there's a lot of bad people too, but
Yeah.
the people I know are good and I like that, so I'm gonna stick around.
One of the hardest part about like collabs is that it can be, because you can admire someone, you can like be in their streams, you can look at their clips, and you can be like, oh, okay, this. It's really hard to judge like chemistry until you're actually like until you're actually vibing, until you're actually talking, and sometimes it's a fucking hit. Sometimes you're like, oh my god, this is fire, and I'm thinking of the Avatar movie, I'm thinking fire and ash, but that's not it.
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
The second one is like this, all the CGI. Okay, the second one isn't my favorite, like story wise, but I will say it's like probably the most beautiful. It is crazy graphics, which is why I want to see the third one so bad. I still haven't seen it. I ordered the popcorn bucket and everything. This is my $200 popcorn bucket, but I still haven't seen it.
I still love the Deadpool popcorn bucket where it was just a fleshlight in disguise. Beautiful.
That's so funny. I wanted to get the Dune one too, the fucking worm. That was insane. I wanted to get that one so bad, and then I was like, "What am I gonna do with all that? What am I gonna do with my collection of shitty, like limited edition popcorn buckets?
Ooh.
I don't even eat that much popcorn."
Let me ask you a question, content-wise, since we were kind of in the content zone. What do you think? I don't know how much you've watched my streams or not, but what do you think I could do better? If you had one wish to fix my stream, what would you do?
That one's hard because I like the most recent stream that I watched was like literally was Espen was on, so I feel like I'd have to, because like I said before, when it comes down to like time, a lot of times like your streams, even like Siren streaming right now, she's just in the corner. She's in the corner. I don't know what she's up to.
Siren, I see you
right now. That's like a lot of stuff. Like it's also really hard for me to give feedback, because like if you genuinely want feedback, I'm so happy to look through like a couple of like your like recent VODs when you're and stuff. But like from a content creation standpoint, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, like, I think every content creator's like that. I'm not gonna lie.
There are some people who I feel like they have it figured out because they either have like some sort of literacy in like marketing and advertising and like brand and blah blah blah. I don't got any of that shit. Are you kidding me? Like you can literally see the moment on my YouTube channel where I get a manager, because then the views stop going from like 87 to like an actual like, oh, here's like 1 point whatever K views. Here's 8,000 views, and I'm like, oh, okay. So
the manager is Shishi, I believe, correct?
Yeah, Shishi.
Fucking baller person.
Yeah. So yeah, she's incredible. But yeah, she's been doing a lot for me. I still have a lot of stuff that I owe her that I have to get to tonight, but oh well. I feel like being friends or working with me in any capacity is like, hey Mishi, can you do this? Yeah, I'd love to do that. 3 days later, hey Mishi, I still need this from you. First thing, as soon as I'm done with this. 2 days after that, Mishi, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it right now. I promise. I promise. I'm sorry that you had to DM me 7 times to get me to respond.
I'll be real. I talked to some of the mods a little bit, and they said the same thing about you, where it's like, oh, sometimes you gotta message Mishi 12 times to get something done. And I'm like, I feel like I'm in the same vein, where it's just like, oopsies, I forgot. Life's hard, like, guys.
It's hard with ADHD, and also because like here's how my brain works. If it's something like, and if you DM me multiple things, I will respond to the thing that takes no time or effort to use my brain for. I'm like, oh, this here, immediate response. If it's something that's like, oh, I have to think about the response, I have to go to like a website, I have to like put effort into, that one I'm putting on the back burner until I have the quite literally the time, because a lot of times I'm 9 to 5, my job, or until I have the mental capacity to deal with it, which is like a hard thing for a lot of people to understand who like aren't neurospicy, maybe, is like the mental capacity thing, like the mental and emotional capacity to deal with stuff. because I gotta, I don't know. It's like when you have to work up to like call the doctor to schedule an appointment or something.
I
have
feel
to work
that.
up to respond to DMs.
I feel that so bad. I hate talking to the doctor. It takes me a week to just call them. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I think I'm dying. And they're like, oh, that's bad.
Dude, online scheduling is a fucking boon. Online scheduling is so fucking nice. I love it. But yeah, when it comes to like content, I'm genuinely so happy to look through your VODs and see if I notice anything that sticks out to me. But it's also really hard because I've been told like, oh, I do streams very well, but I just don't know. I don't know how to do social media or anything like that after that. I don't know how to market myself. I don't know how to do blah, blah, blah. I
thought about making a service as an editor of like, I'll watch your stream and give you context of feedback. Yeah. And I'm like, nobody wants to pay for feedback, to be honest, because it's like, what are you doing wrong?
Though. People do request feedback though, because especially I think that there's like a big, like I'll fully admit that I've been incredibly lucky as a content creator to have like hit a lot of the milestones and like be in the position that I am where I am right now, like incredibly lucky. Like I don't know what else to call it but that. There are a lot of people who, like I know Snowy just the other day, like made like this huge tweet, and I've seen her tweets go off about that before, about how she feels like a lot of people feel so stuck, like they've been doing content creation for like 2 years, 3 years, and like, you know, they have this many Twitter followers, or they're, you know, but like they're just not growing. They're not growing on Twitch. They're not, like, people aren't doing this, and it's hard for people who are serious about growth, right, will put in the effort and the money to understand how to grow. And sometimes I think that, like, not necessarily in Snowy's case, but something that a lot of people told her about is that I think that there are expectations. There are, like, I don't want to say standards, but, like, there's the common path that's, like, content creator, okay, you're a streamer, or you're a YouTuber. Like, those are, like, the two things. And so a lot of people who might be like streamers, maybe they're better cut out for long form content. Maybe they're better cut out for like other types of content creation than, you know, just that. Maybe like they would make it really fucking big as like a TikTok live streamer instead of like doing stuff on Twitch, playing video games, switching up their content, blah blah blah. I think that is a service that a lot of people would pay money for.
I think I'll put it up there like, hey, I'll watch a VOD of yours and tell you what I've noticed, good and bad, and call it a day. It's like, throw me $50. I will take, and it's like, because a lot of people don't really watch a full stream, and that's normal as a human being. Like, it's like, how the fuck are you gonna watch an 8-hour stream? Like, that's hard.
Who's streaming for 8? Actually, I know a lot of people who stream for 8 hours.
But it's just like to have someone that's like, I looked at all 8 hours. Here's what I noticed. The major thing, by the way, for any streamers out there, audio is number one. If you have staticky mics, or if you have too low or too high, people just leave because they're like, I don't want to deal with this. And
not to say that you need expensive audio, because like you just need to not have shitty audio. Like, a lot of people are like, ooh, what's the best fucking microphone? And they'll spend so much money. This is a $50 microphone. I've been using it since, I don't know, January, February.
It just needs to be decent. It just needs to be okay.
Decent. It does what it does. Like, am I gonna, you know, pop off doing like fucking covers on it? Yes. Are they gonna sound the best that they could? No. But like, you know, there's a time and a place. But for just like normal everyday use, this is a $50 Fi-Fine microphone with the included Fi-Fine mixer, and it does its job.
Oh, dude, I had a stream recently with Pommy. Shout out to Pommy, ASMR streamer. Go fucking follow her. Good person. I felt so bad because my microphone was staticky the whole VOD, and I didn't know. And I'm like, this VOD's done. It's fucked. And I'm like, I'm actually gonna reach out to her and be like, can we do another campfire stream just so then we can unfuck this situation? I would appreciate it.
Aww.
Because I felt bad. I just like I was trying to get my shit together, and the main thing is like always audio, video, and then the vibe. It goes in that order. And I just didn't have my shit on track, and I'm like, I could have done so much better.
That's hard.
So yeah, it's okay. Well, I'll figure it out. Also, that fire is scary.
He's scary. He's very tall. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh, would you like another card from the card box?
Oh yeah, here.
Yes. Oh, or actually, you have one, don't you?
Hang on. I think I know exactly.
Okay, chat. While she's gone, I'm gonna tell you the secret to life. All right. The secret to life is that marshmallows. You need to hoard as many marshmallows in your basement as possible, and then the Marshmallow King will come down from heaven, and he will count how many marshmallows you have. And if you have more than 7, you are on God's green path to heaven. Okay, don't tell anyone I told you this.
Found it.
Oh, hey, look, you found it.
Okay, this is called Let's Get Deep Friends Edition.
Send it.
I'm just gonna pull a random. It says instructions. I'm not gonna read that. I don't know how to read. Just pull one of these out.
Streamers can't read, don't you know?
Okay, so we have icebreakers. We have what is this? We have deep, and then we have deeper.
Oh, yeah. I'm leaving it up to you, boss. It's your card game. You pick.
Oh, and deep and deeper. Hey, you want to get deeper? You want to go deeper?
We got to get to the Earth's core. We got to
reach. Deeper it is. Wait, is it deep? Deep. 1 second.
Deeper?
Let me glance. Shut up.
Deeper?
Deep. Okay, it is deeper. Deeper's the highest, the deepest level.
Tell me to shut up. Oh, I'm wearing a Google Docky. God, the Google Docs are real. I swear to God.
Ooh.
Send it.
There's 2. How about this? There's 2. I feel like these are not that deep of questions.
Okay.
But here, I'll answer. Here, let me find one of the deep questions too. I'll do like a little. These are so. I feel people don't understand what a deep question is. Because I'm like, these are not going to evoke emotional trauma. Clearly, they're not deep enough. All right, here's 2 questions. One of these is actually very pointed that you probably don't want to say on stream. And then here's the actual question. I just want to throw out that the first question was in here. Are you currently annoyed with any of your friends? Who and why? Is there anyone you want to call out right now?
Ooh.
Baby, go on. You got it. I don't know why you try to do this every time.
Yes,
okay.
yes, I have friends. Yes, I have friends I want to call out. However, the call out would not be beneficial, so I will not.
I feel like that's very healthy. Because I don't know. Going back to drama, and then we'll move on to the actual card. I feel like it's really weird how people make every little tiny thing into just a big snowball, like, of something that needs to be put on the internet or blasted. Like, sometimes you can have things that your friends do that annoy you that you just brush off your shoulder, water down your back, whatever it is, because people are going to have different characteristics. People are going to have different things that they do that are annoying. And then you have the things that are, maybe it builds up, and then you can say, hey, we should maybe talk about this a little bit instead of like, my experience with Mishi VT, my experience with Noble 18th.
He was an asshole.
Oh. His dick wasn't even smooth. You can tell his dick is bumpy.
It is bumpy. It's huge and bumpy, and that's okay.
The actual question is I think this is a fun one. Describe one thing about you that is misunderstood by your friends, or maybe by your community.
That's a fucking good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's stare into the fire for a minute straight and contemplate, ruminate, even.
Sorry.
I just hear, what do you, and then nothing.
Sorry, what do you see in the fire?
I see burning old people. Cabinets.
A witch!
We hate witches. Oh, I know. So
he's communing with the fire. He's a witch. Maya, I swear to God, if you try and come under this desk again, go on the bed. Go lay down.
I have a terrible dog story, actually. I should tell you sometime. It's really funny, but it's fucked up. But anyways, so I think that people take me as naive and stupid, and I'm okay with that. But I try to think of myself as kind and understanding. And sometimes that hurts me in the process, and I'm okay with that because it is what it is.
Is there like a specific, when you say like naive or dumb, is it like just in general, like your intelligence level is just lower, or is it about like like they think that you're too naive about the world itself when really you're just trying to be open-minded and other things.
I'm very open-minded, but because the way that the character that I portray, or the way I portray myself, I think people think I'm really stupid. And I get that, because if you saw me on a camera for the first time once, you'd be like, oh, that guy's stupid. Tee very funny. And I'm like, yeah, that was a stupid moment, but it doesn't mean I'm stupid. But I'm not here to fight that, because to fight that is like, it starts a different process of like, I'm not stupid, let me prove it to you. I'm like, I'm not here to prove things, you know. I'm tired, I'm old, I'm like,
My bones hurt.
my bones hurt in the cold weather. I'm here to make people laugh and have a good conversation. That's what I want. But people will see that as like, oh, you're stupid. I'm like, okay, is what it is. And then the fun part is when I surprise them with actual intellectual conversation or questions, and they're like, oh shit, you're smart. I'm like, yeah, maybe.
Oh, he has more than 2. Oh, the hamster wheel is running.
I have 3 hamsters running in a row right now. Well, what about you?
See, that I feel like this one's hard. I think that I try and make sure that my friends know this as much as possible. Sometimes I feel like they don't always get it, because I feel like ADHD is very common in this space, like just in this generation. I feel like the autism part of that is not as much. And so I've said this multiple times on stream, but I've had one of my friends admit to me that they felt this way before, even though, you know, I try as hard as I can to reiterate it. But especially when it comes to like DMing people or reaching out to people, is that like me not reaching out or me not making plans does not mean that I care about you any less, or that I don't love you, or that or anything like that. I've told people it's kind of like there's just this one disconnect in my brain that I had to make a chore chart for. So I will think about my friends on the daily, like all the time. I'll think, like, oh, I wonder how they're doing. Oh, I would love to talk to her about this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And there's just some disconnect in my brain where it's like, I literally image like, oh, I wish I could talk to them. I wish I could get her opinion on this. And it's like, Mishi, you can just message them. You can talk to her about this. You can know how her day is going, blah, blah, blah. But there's something in my brain that really, like, I'll think about them all the time. And it's just hard for me to actually make that initial step, to the point where one of my friends came over when I was living in Denver, and I have like a weekly chore chart where I just like keep track of like, okay, these are the days that I vacuum, these are the days that I do my laundry, these are the days that I blah, 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 blah. And then on my chore chart, I literally have call my parents, because I was, you know, living far away from them, and I wanted to make sure that at least once a week I actually sat down and called my family and had like, you know, like a 30-minute conversation with them, because otherwise I never would. I would go like weeks and weeks and weeks without talking to them, or just like through text or whatever, because it's just, that's how my brain works. And so she went over and she added call Amanda or whatever, call Amanda, okay? And then one of my other friends came over, saw that, and they said call this person. So they all added themselves to my chore chart to be like, Mishi, we want to talk to you. If this is how you have to remember to reach out to your friends, then god damn it, I'm gonna put my name on this list. So it's like that disconnect exists, and I feel like there are some people who think that maybe like I'm not interested, or that I'm not like as approachable because I just don't respond, and that's just absolutely not true. That's just how my brain works. And also I am very busy at the same time, so it's like I don't want people to be afraid of DMing me, but I also don't want them to be afraid of double DMing me, triple DMing me, 12 DMing me if I'm not responding.
It is a complicated situation, because I'm in the same boat of, I want to reach out to my friends all the time, except I can't, and I know I can't. And I want, you know what, we're gonna say this, you know, together, all the friends that we don't reach out to that much, we still care about you. We still care about you. We have a lot of things going on, and because of that we don't reach out, but we still think about you. We still think about the friendships that we have, the moments we've had, how we should reach out to our friends and family more often. It is what it is, but we still think about you, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I could reach out more, but I know that if I did that, I would hurt myself, because then it'd become a thing of, what's the word? It's like too many spoons
Burnout.
for that. Yeah, burnout, exactly.
Burnout.
And I can't do that. I got things I got to do. So there are sacrifices that must be made. But end of the day, I still care about all my friends and family. And I hope they know that.
Yeah. I think some of the most like beautiful friendships that I have are the friendships where like, and I have so many of these friends and I'm very blessed to have them, where like we'll go like 3 months, 6 months without talking at all, and then we'll have like a 4 hour long conversation where we just catch up and talk about, and it's like no time has passed whatsoever, and we both still love each other so much, and
I love that.
And it was like, oh cool, great, I'll talk to you again in like 3 months, like 3, because we don't live anywhere near each other, so like the only way we can hang out is like via phone or via like FaceTime or whatever. So but like no time has passed, there's no judgment on either end, it's just, you know, love you, call you, let's catch up. Okay, see you again in 3 months, 4 months, because we're working adults and we have life going on. Also, hi Blender Man. You did miss most of the entire stream.
Blender Man, he's been here since day one. I fucking love Blender Man. I hope he's doing
I
well.
see that very pretty founder badge.
He is a good man. I wish I could spend more attention to him. He was literally here from day one, but. Yeah, I will always shout out Blender Man, good man. I hope he's doing okay. I have friends where it's like, yeah, 6 months will go by and I'll be like, hey man, what's up? And they have the same tism as me, so they're like, oh man, nothing's changed. But there's like, it feels like there's the neurotypical and then there's the non-neurotypical. Yeah. And the neurotypical people are like, hey, you need to water me. You need to say hi. You need to do all this shit.
You need to put effort in. You need to do this. And it's really hard to find someone who is neurotypical and also as understanding, because I don't want to ever hurt their feelings, but I think by nature, and I can understand, it's like, okay, when you're always the one reaching out, when you're always the one putting in effort, and you have different ideas of what cadence, like a friendship should look like, or if you have different expectations of like what communication looks like between friends, because there are some people who are like, oh, like I think a friendship is where like we talk at least weekly, like we hang out, we watch like, you know, a movie, or we play a game like once a week, once every other week, blah blah blah, we talk regularly, and like that's just not what friendship looks like to me. And it can be, especially in an online space where a lot of like tonal stuff is like hard to interpret, where like everyone is doing their own thing, it can be really hard to navigate online friendships and online relationships.
It's nice to talk to like-minded people because then you're on the same wavelength. I've had to talk to people that have ADHD, AD, and autism and whatnot, and I'm like, hey man, there's a different set of rules that they follow and abide by, and you need to know that you can't be the same with those people, or else you will cause conflict. And it sucks because it's like you want to be normal, you want to be yourself around them, but you can't because their rules are different than yours. And it sucks because I wish we could all just be like friends together, but
yeah,
we got different rules.
It is very nice when you have like, because I have a lot of my friends are neurotypical, but also a lot of my friends aren't, or they're the word. A lot of my friends are and are not neurotypical, so it's nice to have people, because sometimes like when you have neurotypical people who are obviously like, the reason that we're friends is because they're empathetic and compassionate and good people, who they toe the line of like, hey, I'll accept, you know, a lot of like these, you know, the quirks and the characteristics and, you know, the stuff that comes with you being you, because I love you as a person. However, these are my own personal needs as a friendship, and I'm communicating them to you, and then you can either accept them or you compromise or whatever. So it's like, you don't have to, you know, friendship is just like any relationship is about. It's about compromising, it's about caring, and it's about meeting people like halfway.
Yeah. And sometimes I wish people would understand this. Sometimes it doesn't work. And that doesn't mean it's your fault or there's any fault. It's just, hey, I'm water, you're fire. It is what it is. And it's like, I wish some people wouldn't take that personally. Because it's like, I genuinely care about every single person I meet. And I wish that I could make every relationship work. But sometimes it just doesn't. And I wish I could. But it is what it is. You know?
I mean, I think that's what, and it's especially like in the content creation sphere, when you have like, because I feel like you have camps of like collab people versus like, you know, casual friendships versus like deep friendships versus like, I don't want to say like business partnerships or whatever, but like, you know, you have people who like you collab for like, you know, networking reasons and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it is. Sometimes you have to understand that people are not always going to fall into the deep friendships category. They're not even going to be the casual friendships category, maybe. But like understanding that not every single relationship, every single collab is going to result in, you know, oh, we're going to be besties. Oh, we're going to do this. Like, you know, I'm going to try and make this work as best I can. Sometimes it's okay to just have someone who you collab with for a certain game, someone who you collab with for a certain reason. Sometimes it's okay to collab with someone and the chemistry is just not there and you don't collab again, and that's okay because you guys do different, whatever it is. Nothing is personal. Sometimes it's just compatibility in the same way that, I don't know, I don't like broccoli and you cook broccoli for every meal.
Yep. It's sometimes I do like broccoli. Broccoli is apparently a part of a certain plant group where it's like asparagus and leafy greens. It's like it's from the same plant or something. Like broccoli's fine. I like broccoli. I'll fuck with broccoli all day, every day, but I'm gonna eat it every day. Fuck. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about, brother.
That third beer is coming in hard.
The thing is, they were all tall beers, so that's like 2 beers, so 2, 4, 6. I'm at 6 beers. I'm a large lad.
Call that beer.
But
could that beer claim he was 6'2" on a Tinder profile?
Oh god, dude, I'm exactly 6 foot, and I'm fucked on the Tinder profiles because it's like, oh, you're exactly 6 foot. Okay, buddy, 5'10", motherfucker. And it's like, I'm 6.
You're gonna have to go through that period where you go to the doctor and your cartilage compresses to the point you're no longer 6 foot. You're 5'11".
Exactly. Dating sucks. I'm tired of it. I just want to find my love. I want to find someone to love who loves me.
You should go stab a bunch of people in lockdown protocol until one of them likes it enough to be in a relationship with you.
Oh my god, you're right. You know what? Fuck. Oh god, I'm not gonna. All right, so I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna remember your boyfriend's name. He's a rat, and I love that about him. Mr. Ratman, if you know any single ladies in your area, please send them my way. I'm in desperate need of a separate help.
I need to tell you my boyfriend's hobbies. One, he's a VTuber, so all the VTubers that he knows are online or in relationships or whatever. 2, here are his other hobbies. TCG games. He plays Pokemon. He plays Pokemon TCG. He knows how to play Magic. He knows how to play Riftbound.
No, God, he doesn't know any other ladies. Fuck, man.
I'm so sorry to tell you.
I'm gonna die alone. It's okay. Oh God, it's fine. So talking about love life. So so I'm not desperate to find love because I know that if you're in a relationship because you're desperate, it never ends well. But damn, would I love a relationship? But it is what it is.
I think there's a difference between because here's the thing. When it comes down to it, I feel like it's just human nature to want to crave intimacy, to crave that sort of partnership, right? I feel like that's just human nature because we're very social beings. It's like whatever.
That's normal.
But so there's a difference between the natural wanting I wish I had someone to share my life with, to engage in that sort of intimacy with, and blah blah blah, versus please give me a girlfriend, please. I want a girlfriend so bad. I deserve a girlfriend. Please give me a girlfriend. Oh my god, I'm gonna die if I don't have a girlfriend. I beg and plead. I sacrifice on the temple every day, please. I think I'm okay with being alone as long as it's better than what's the right word? So I've become very content with being alone, and that's okay. And I don't want to be with someone just because I'm lonely. I've done that once. I've done that once in my life. Convenience.
Yeah, and I hurt their feelings because they were really into me and I wasn't into them.
Ooh, yikes. Also, really quickly, Ozzy came in here and said, Noble, I hope you know it's on site between me and you. You should talk shit about his captions some more.
Man, that's crazy, Ozzy, but you should try harder on your captions. I'm just saying, bro. If you want more views, you gotta try hard on that shit. Everything else, fucking peak, bro. You're a good editor, but that's your weak point. Everyone has weak points. Don't get it twisted. Everyone's got a fucked up spot. Yours is subtitles. Your subtitles are shit. It's okay. It is what it is. But besides that, everything else is fucking peak, and I admire you, and you're a good man. Fix your fucking subtitles. But honestly, Ozzy is a good dude.
He's a fantastic editor.
Oh, fantastic fucking editor. I swear to could you imagine just hearing your subtitles suck? What a great dude.
God, he's so awesome. Yeah.
He is
your
a good
subtitles
dude.
are ass. ass.
Your subtitles are ass. You're gonna need to change them. I'm gonna be real. Not every subtitle needs to be pop out and then pop in. It's a little bit too much sometimes, and it's just like just make it a little bit faster. A little bit faster. That's all you need, bro. I'm telling you. I will have a straight up call. Ozzy, I will add you to the fucking call right now. I swear to God. And we will talk it out. But it is what it is.
Bring him onto the campfire.
Bring him onto the campfire. I'll do it.
The game show screen comes on and it's like a surprise segment.
You know what, Mishi? How about this? In literally a month, how about Ozzy and you come on to my fucking editing Olympics? I'll do it.
I would be very down for that. I think that would be very funny.
Ozzy has to accept.
Ozzy would have to be comfortable editing within an hour.
You would have to edit a clip within an hour, which I know you can do. I know you can do it. The thing is, I've seen Ozzy's editing. All right, I analyze everyone's editing that I meet, and there's certain people I'm like, you know what, they could do a lot better. They just started out. That's fine. Ozzy is solid. Okay. Fucking solid motherfucker, except for his subtitles, but you know that is what it is. But I know that would piss me off if someone started talking shit about my subtitles.
It comes back to you feel attacked. It's like, dude, those are my subtitles.
Those are my subtitles, goddammit.
Subtitles are fine. My subtitles are great, actually.
My subtitles are the best. Okay, they are the best.
Ozzy said in quotation marks, 1 hour. I'm gonna see myself out.
The thing is, most shorts editors, honestly, if you gave them an hour, they can do it. They can do it in an hour. But that's why it's a competition, because it's like, hey, you have an hour.
Definitely depends on the length of the clip too, right?
Yeah. If it's like usually it's like 30 seconds to 45 seconds. It's like, all right, put in your zooms, put in your, funny sound effects, put in your, all that jazz. You got an hour. You can do it. It's going to take time.
Ozzy, do you want me to tell you the shade Ozzy's throwing in the chat right now?
Send it. Send it.
I mean, it's okay. I get it. Not all of your clips are the best, so.
Hey, that's okay. It is what it is. My clips reach hundreds of thousands to 1 million. It is what it is.
It's also very I think different editors have different
They do.
Different preferences for different styles of clips and stuff.
They do. Every editor that edits a clip adds a little bit of their own personality into their videos. And that's why it's a bit hard talking about feedback on editing, because then you are directly attacking their personality. Mm-hmm. And it's rough, because it's like, hey, I want to talk about feedback, but it's like, I put my heart and soul into this clip, though. It's like, I understand, but there's room for improvement. And it's like, and again, Ozzy, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you in the camera. I'm going to get close. I'm going to start waddling over. Ozzy, you're a good editor. You're a good editor, Ozzy. Don't get twisted. You a good man.
You have very pretty blue eyes.
Everyone says that. I just wish I wasn't as fat. It's fine. Oh, God. But I've met some shit editors, though. I swear to God. Ozzy's not a shit editor, though.
There is something that There is something that I said in TwitchCon that reminds me of that, because I've gained a little bit of weight. There's a reason why my titties were so big on that screen.
Yeah.
I've gained a little bit. I gained a few lbs. So when I was at TwitchCon, I was talking to, I think it was Kono, and I said, he said, oh, but you're so pretty. I said, yeah, I'm just a big bitch. I can't remember exactly what I said. He goes, that doesn't make you less pretty. I said, let's fucking go. That's the right thing to say.
We love thick bitches. We love them.
Yo, Ozzy, thank you for the follow.
Ozzy, thank you for the follow, bro. So I just wish that when fat dudes got fatter, their cocks got fatter, but that's not how it works. It actually is the opposite. It is what it is. That's okay. So yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? I got a little lost there, buddy.
Two roads diverge in Yellowwood, and he stumbled off the path entirely.
I will never stop drinking on these campfire sets. It is so fucking fun. I swear to God.
I have to learn how to pace myself. I have so much fun especially when I'm collabing with people, when I had Haley on for the Skartner streams. I do have to watch myself with the amount of liquor I drink, though. But
True.
I sometimes it goes. I'm a very big of a lightweight.
Yeah, it's okay.
Very much of a lightweight.
That's okay. That means that you can drink cheaper. A cheap date. Oh, that doesn't sound
true.
good.
Nope, that's true. That's correct. Don't get it twisted. You can take me to Mickey D's and I'll be like, oh my god, I love these fucking fries. These are great.
Dude, okay, the McDonald's ice cream, I fucking love the McDonald's ice cream with the hot fudge. Oh.
See, for me, I don't know why. When I was in like college / like right after college, one of like the things that I would do a lot is it's not the best fries, it's not the best shake, but I would go to Wendy's and like they're like the smallest Frosty size cup that they have. I would just get a side of fries and a chocolate Frosty. Ooh, dipping the fries in the Frosty hits so good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Frosties are good. I don't like the chocolate ones. I like the vanilla ones though at Wendy's. And the chili. People always bitch at me. Dude, it's just like the chili. Why would you get the chili's good? It's like they got hamburgers in there. It's like no shit, they got hamburgers in there. What else would they put in there?
The chili's good.
The chili's good.
Here, I'll say this. I'm gonna manifest this for myself. I've never eaten Taco Bell before. If Taco Bell comes in and do that, you know how Taco Bell just be dropping like 500 subs for no reason?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You don't know Taco Bell has a Twitch channel. They'll just come in and they'll drop like 250 subs.
I did not know they'd do that.
They'll drop like 500,000 bits or whatever it is. And so I was like, listen, I'm open to eating Taco Bell. I'll do a Taco Bell review live on stream. You know where I'm at. You know my Twitch handle.
Fuck, I need to piss again. God damn it. I just pissed like 5 times. I swear to God.
I've been holding it so long, but I'm like, we're almost at 4 hours. Like, should I just hold it?
You know what? I'm going to piss and then you go piss, okay?
Yeah, actually.
Fantastic. Okay, good. I'm gonna piss. And just don't do the gargling sound, because I'm a laugh while pissing.
I don't have any water left to do the gargling.
Oh, thank God.
Wendy's is. Oh, I did see the Biscoff Frosty shit. Okay, hang on. Is it only the? I don't remember what place is doing it, but I think is it only in Canada that has like the dumbass? And I think it's dumb. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if Noble has any opinions on it. I fucking hate pickles. Who is it that does the pickle Pepsi? I think it's somewhere in Canada. I can't remember exactly where, but the stupid store that does like, oh, here's all the pickle food. Shut the fuck up. Pickles are disgusting. Taco Bell was horrid when I was in the States. They're much better here in India. Here's what I'll say. Taco Bell, when I was a kid, or like even in like as far back as like high school, Taco Bell was ass. They were known for being ass and the quality wasn't that great. And then there was like that lawsuit about like the amount of beef that you got or whatever, like from their shit, and they upped their quality. And so Taco Bell's like pretty good now from what I understand. Like Taco Bell's like it's considered like pretty up there in the tiers.
What'd you say about pickles?
I said I fucking hate pickles. I said fuck pickles.
You're a liar.
No,
pickles are amazing. How dare you? How dare you?
I saw someone post a short that was like a pickle corn dog, and they cut open like they did like a little tube and they put it through the pickle to fit the corn dog or to fit the hot dog in there or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a hot dog that's in a corn dog. And then they dipped it in the batter and they put it and they fried it. And I said if someone gave me that, I would shove my whole fist up their ass.
What if they're into it though?
I would shove my fist so far up their ass that I would grab their vocal cords and I would make them apologize to me.
I'm sorry to tell you this. Pickles are fucking amazing and you're wrong. It is what it is.
I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever been wrong.
You should probably go piss. That is true, though. I've come back from pissing. You should go piss.
I can hold it.
Okay. God, I hope you've gone piss at least once during this stream.
I have. I've pissed. I think I pissed exactly one time.
Well, you know. I'm out here.
I try and hold it as much as I can. Sometimes I'll be like the moment that I get off stream, I'd be pissing. It sounds like you're frying chicken. It sounds like a fire hydrant, but then it's also really long. Like I have long pisses. You know what I mean?
The 20-second solid piss. It's like Jesus Christ, it's still going. Fuck.
Because I stay high. So this like tumbler that I have, this is like a 32-ounce tumbler. I drink like 4 or 5 of these a day, something like that.
That's about right,
No,
actually.
I'd be pissing every 15 minutes.
Dude, I got one large water bottle and I fill it up like twice a day. I love it. I fucking love it.
We all love having our emotional support bottle. Also, Lola says, Noble, this is full-on criminal masterminds manifesto video. Pickles are good as a snack, but for some reason they don't hit as hard in subs. I don't mind pickles on things. Like my favorite, if anyone lives in Florida, in the Orlando area, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to Lazy Moon, all right? Lazy Moon is a chain. I think they have 2 locations. That's fucking it. You're gonna go to Lazy Moon. They have giant slices. You're gonna get the Cuban slice and you're gonna add pineapple to it. Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think about pineapple. The pineapple goes on the pizza. No discussions. All right, and then the pineapple's real. Oh, and then you're gonna get some like Mike's hot honey, and you're gonna drizzle it all over the whole slice. Just a little bit.
Yeah, we love to drizzle a little honey on that bad boy.
Yeah, and it's just it's incredible. It's fantastic. I like there's pickle on that pizza. It fits the pizza. It goes well with the pizza because you got like the acidity of the pickle with like the sweetness of the pineapple and the tangy, and then all the stuff. It's good.
Wait a second. Orlando, Florida?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida smells like piss. I've been to your airport. On New Year's Eve.
I don't claim Orlando. I just lived there for a little bit.
Okay, I'm just saying. Very piss.
Listen, the airport, my local airport right now, how many gates do you think it has?
30.
12.
Okay. Oh, fuck. There we go.
It caught on fire.
They caught on fire a little bit. You know what? What's one thing you fucking hate about VTubing? I'll tell you. I don't like the numbers game where people will ignore you, and then when you start getting numbers, they go, "Oh, you exist. Hello there." That bothers me.
Yeah, I think because I've never really placed a lot of importance on the numbers. Like I've collabed. Granted, my numbers have never been like that high. Obviously, I've been partnered, but I'm not like Kumi streaming right now, 2.3K people. You
have 60 to 100 people watching you. You're doing good, dude. I'm telling you.
I never thought that I would. I never thought that I would hit this. Like,
I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
When I first debuted, I begged my best friend Haley. I said, "Please come to my streams. I'm worried that there's not going to be anyone in there, and I'm not going to get affiliate, so I can unlock channel points and start doing really fun stuff." And then I was pleasantly surprised. But but I've always collabed with people who have I don't care about the numbers. I care about the vibes. And I think that there's a lot of creators out there who also abide by that. The one thing that I will say that I kind of regret about VTubing is not getting into it sooner. Mostly because I feel like because here's my thing. I feel so bad reaching out to people that are bigger than me because I just assume I'm fucking busy all the time. And I'm just assumed that they're busy all the time and they have a billion people reaching out to them, right?
Yeah.
So, but I just feel like it would be such a vibe. There's creators who I really fuck with, who I just I think are really cool. I try and catch their streams, even if I'm lurking most of the time.
Yeah.
But I do agree with that part of the numbers game is I feel like if I were bigger, even 200, 300 people more, I could have a footing. It with putting on certain events, being recognized by certain people, blah 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 blah. Even just doing cool things, having more resources to do really cool things. But that's not the case. I think genuinely the hardest part for me is adhering to 2 things actually. The hardest part of VTubing for me is trying to fit within the culture because despite Western VTubing being very different from traditional idol Japanese culture, it does still exist. There's still a lot of this is what you do as a VTuber. This is the norm. This is this. The second thing is it all goes back to I'm so dumb when it comes to marketing and advertising and doing a bunch of stuff. I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad at it. I don't know how to do it. And it's so important for people who are content creators in general. I just ass. I hate it. I hate doing it. That's why I don't do it myself anymore.
I'll say this is a fucking good s'more, but
right?
God damn it. For marketing, at the end of the day, the most important thing, in my opinion, as a viewer and as an editor, is how do you make me feel? when I watch your videos, when I watch your stream, how do you make me feel? And when I watch your streams, I think this is a fun time. There's a silly lady putting out, being silly with me, and we get to be genuine with each other. And that matters a lot to me. And the marketing is just going to be, how do you express your silliness to the masses? Like, again, like, out of everyone I know, I think you should I probably shouldn't say that, but you are a very good streamer. You should keep fucking do that. Yes. I'm gonna eat this fucking s'more now.
How do you think the Reese's s'mores compared to like a regular s'more?
A regular s'more is better. I'm sorry to tell you this, but the peanut butter chocolateness, there's too much sugar. Which I know it's a s'more. It's supposed to have sugar, but the fucking two. Where's that fourth beer at? I know it's somewhere in the kitchen. I'll find it.
You're cut off.
No, you're not cutting me off. I'm cutting you off. I think most people, when they feel the vibe that they're not faking it, they stick around. And there's too many people that are like, la 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 la, I'm so say so. La 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 la, I sing music. And most people are like, I've seen this too many times. I don't fucking care. And then they see Skunk Witch and they're like, I shit my pants for the 12th time today. And it's like, ooh, what is this?
I will say, in the beginning, so something that I had not considered, because I don't identify as say-so or anything, but it's just something that didn't cross my brain. And like, I'm not kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming. There's like nothing wrong with this. I'm not kink shaking. I'm not shaking your kink. I'm not rattling it. But there's I didn't realize that there's like being a skunk witch would attract like a lot of the fart fetish people. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. You're allowed to like what you're allowed to like. But I forgot what it would feel like when people like subjected it or like aimed it towards me or like about me, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, there are, at least that I know of, at least one skunk VTuber who like genuinely has that fetish. And I'm like, you know what? That's a perfect fit for her. Skunk VTuber with that fetish, peanut butter and jelly. Right. It goes hand in hand. But I had to put like rules on like really early. And I don't know if you know Sakura VT, who she was a skunk, like a skunk blossom VTuber.
Okay.
And then she rebranded to a butterfly dragon VTuber or something like that.
That sounds nice.
Because she couldn't deal with all the stinky comments. Like in her debut stream, she literally banned the word stinky.
I don't like the word stinky because it reminds me of childhoodness and it bothers me for some reason. And same thing with tummy. Stinky and tummy, I'm like, ugh. I don't know why those bother me.
I had this fight with Mochi. Mochi didn't quite prove me wrong, but I will maintain it to this day. The word tummy cannot be sexy. You can't say the word tummy in a sexy way.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can.
Mochi was, no, you can't.
Yes, you can. I was like, I'm not sexy. I don't know how to be sexy. I'm going to be real. I don't know how to do it.
This is what Mochi came back with, right? She like put on the mommy voice and she's like, oh, chat, look at all this. Look at all this strawberry syrup that's all over me. Do you want to come lick it off my tummy? And I'm like, no, it's not sexy. It's still not sexy. Now make it Nutella, we might have a deal. I'll lick it, but I'm not going to be turned on doing it. It's just for the calories only.
Would you lick?
Because I'm a fat ass and I want the Nutella.
You're not fit. But would you lick Nutella off of your bro's tummy? Reply in the chat right now, guys. 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for what the fuck are you talking about? And I will not read your reviews. I'm gonna be real.
I will not read them. He will not know. This is anonymous space. I will not rat you out whatsoever. Oh my god, Blenderman said he would lick it.
I will. You know what? I'm gonna. All right. So should I throw more firewood into the fire? Because I have one more thing.
I think we could probably let the fire die out. One, because I just have to pee so badly.
Go piss.
No, I'm holding it. You know we've been streaming for 4 hours, right?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah.
Ish. I usually around 3 hours. So funny enough, when I've been driving with technicians, around the 3 hour mark is when you stop running. That's when you run out of conversation material. So 3 to 4 hours is about right. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This has been good.
what's your thing? What did you wanna? Yeah, this is you're a vibe. This is a fun time. Well,
Thank you.
You said you have what? You said you had something you wanted to talk about. What's that?
Fuck, did I?
You literally said, should I throw some more fire on this? Because I got something I got one more thing I got.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Oh, no. All slime, no brain cell.
It's okay. I go with the flow of the ocean, you know, in the motion of the ocean. It is what it is. But just good people. The only people I reach out to on these streams are people that I'm like, I like you and I trust you and I think we'll have a good time. So if you get a DM from me, that's me going, hey, you good people.
Yeah, when I was like early streaming, I was a lot more open with like, oh, I'll collab with like anyone like on my stream. Like I would stream it too, and I was like, I should. I'm a lot more selective now. I'm also a lot more open to like. Granted, it's still a time constraint thing, but like there are a lot of really cool people who I've gotten to know, and I'm like, I would be a lot more down to like do like an offline collab or like just like an offline hangout to get to know people before like starting like a true like let's share our communities, let me like promote you in my stream, like let's like do that kind of thing, because I think that's it's important to know, because like you can think someone's really cool and then like the worst idea or like the worst thing that could happen is like maybe you don't catch their streams all that often, or like you're like, oh, like they're funny on Twitter, blah blah blah, and then you get in stream and they drop like the N-word or something like that, and you're like,
oh. Yeah, that is a fear.
Like a crazy opinion out of nowhere, and you're like, okay, well, so I've gotten a lot more picky about like making sure that the people who I collab with are very chill, very cool. Yes,
which also thank you for being on the show today. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I've been wanting to get to know you a little bit more, and I was like, absolutely, I will absolutely take this opportunity because just again from before, I was like, he seems like a really cool, very chill guy. He seems like good vibes. I'm vibing.
I will say I'm not a perfect man. I have my issues, my demons that I fist fight behind a Denny's at 12 a.m. It is what it is.
I didn't hear the fight part of it. I just thought you said that. I got my demons that I fist behind the Denny's.
I fist my demons behind the Denny's at midnight. You know, it's the only way.
The only way to keep them at bay. Otherwise, they keep wanting. They keep coming around.
Then they fist me at Denny's at 12 a.m. And it's like, no, demon, be gone. I just like talking about shit while near a campfire. It's so nice. And I talked to Espen about this. He's like, this is such a good fucking idea. I'm like, yeah, man.
It's also why I really like going back to like what we were talking about before of like the whole like 2D versus like IRL stuff. Like there's so fucking much that being a VTuber allows like for like creativity and flexibility. But also there's so much that you can do with IRL, especially when you like combine the two things or when you have like guests on like this, right? I don't know. I think it's really fun to look at like VTubing and facecam stuff as just like a format. It's literally a format of streaming.
Yeah.
You should be able to mix and match as much as you want without being like, my streamer,
my
illusion. No, she's not a big titty anime girl on the internet. Unsubscribed, unfollowed, blocked, and reported.
My titties are fairly large, as you know. Sorry. You know what? We'll do one more card. How about that? that? And it's not a challenge because I don't like challenges. Getting
it's
deep.
Where my demons hide.
It's where my... What's a chance you wish you took? Oh. Fuck.
I'll let you go first for that one. It sounds like you might have one.
Oh, probably. Let me think. So a chance that I wish I took.
I have one that's like, it kind of actually goes back to, this one's, it's topical, doesn't relate to like my VTubing experience now, but so my whole life I've been a gamer, hashtag gamer, but I didn't grow up like playing like multiplayer games. I didn't have any friends that played games, so they were all like single player games, so it was really hard for me to find people who actually liked like the same types of video games that I did, because they're all single player, they're all story based games.
Yeah.
And Twitch started really popping off back in like 2017, 2018. That's when people were like really starting to like make careers out of it and like do stuff like before then, maybe a little bit before then, maybe like 2015, 2016. But I really thought so hard about being a Twitch streamer back in 2017, maybe 2018, and just fucking full sending it. But I was like, oh, my rig's not, like, my PC's not that powerful, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have started earlier. I genuinely wish, because there's a lot of things that I'm like, oh, the conditions need to be better. I'm a very big perfectionist when it comes to stuff that I put out, and it's been like wrestling a fucking alligator to be like, Mishi, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun. That's all it has to be. It doesn't matter if it's scuffed. It doesn't matter if this, like, you can still do it. You can still do those things.
Yeah.
So I do wish that I would have taken the leap a little bit earlier, or that I would have, I don't know, put a little bit more. It's thrown caution to the wind a bit, like not listen to my own insecurities so much back in 2021.
The insecurities are there for a reason. It's like, hey, I don't want you to get hurt. You are me and I am you. Be aware of these, consequences or these paths. And it's okay to be cautious. I wish people would be less, like, don't hurt yourself going like, oh, I wish I did this thing. It's like, you had the information you had at the time and you made the best choice you could,
Yeah, absolutely. There's no point ruminating on the past, because it doesn't do anything to help you prepare for the future. I think that you can reflect on the past,
yes,
or whatever, but like don't ruminate on it. Don't hold on to it. So, but like sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done. You know what else I wish I would have done? I thought about investing in Bitcoin back when I was in high school in like 2013, 2014. Dude, I literally was like, oh, but then I have to figure out what like a crypto wallet is and stuff. Wow, that seems like a lot of work. I would literally was like, ooh, it's like 28 cents a coin right now. Yeah, what if I just get $5 worth of coins? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually shitting my pants? Are you shitting my pants?
I'm shitting your pants right now. You could have been a billionaire. So,
what about you?
What was the question?
It was something. I think it was like, what's a chance that you wish you would have taken, or something like that?
Oh shit. I think I've taken all the chances that I don't really have any, because like I'm here right now, which is I quit my corporate job, moved into the middle of the fucking woods, and trying to make it as a content creator / editor.
Yeah,
like,
that's a big chance.
That's a big chance, and so far it's been working out fantabulously. God, I think when I was younger, I just wish I tried to do more things, because I was scared. I was very scared when I was younger, because I didn't know if I was gonna. My biggest fear is creeping out people, man or woman. It doesn't matter, because I know that I am not normal, and I try to keep.
Wood for him, Blender. Sorry.
Wait, what did Blender say?
Blender said, "Knock on wood." He also said, "W format, W guest." Thank you, Blender.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The guests I bring on here are fucking baller, I tell you. There are no misses with here.
Yeah.
It is.
I think what you were saying, though, is like, I feel like there's never anyone who says like, I did too much or something, unless it's like drugs or like something that like is detrimental to their life. I feel like every single time that you have someone on their deathbed or like blah, 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 like near death experience, they're like, I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have done more things. I wish I would have taken more chances. I feel like that's always the sentiment.
Yeah. It's just only when I was younger is when I didn't take chances. And then I got older, and here's the thing. The reason I took chances when I was older was because I didn't care. I didn't care if it was the end of the road or not. It was like, oh, we're done? This is life? We're done now? Okay, it is what it is. And now I'm like, oh, God, that poor bastard, when I was younger. But I wish I took more chances on people. There's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of people that are hurt, and they're trying to figure it out. I just wish I tried with more people,
But I'm very proud of where, like, I mean, obviously you took a chance. You're doing exactly what you set out to do. Like, that's an incredibly like not only brave thing, but like impressive that you've managed to do the things that you do. Like that's very inspiring.
Yeah. It's easier to take chances when you don't care how the result is. But the thing that's impressive to me is whenever you take a chance, when you have shit to lose. That's when I'm like, oh, you had the perfect life and you risked it.
Yep.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
It's hard. It can be hard, especially like when you're talking about like corporate jobs, to let go of that like security.
Oh yeah.
That's like the hardest part of being a content creator, is not knowing like, okay, is my next paycheck gonna cover the rent and bills? Is like Twitch gonna shit itself and everyone's gonna stop using the platform? Is like blah blah blah, like a bunch of stuff like that happens. There's always like so many what ifs that prevent people from taking that, like it's the last push. Like they thought about it, they have the plan, they have this, but it's like they can't give up something to make it a reality, because if you crash and burn, like you said, that's everything.
Yep.
They're risking, they got stuff on the line to risk. But the benefit is insane if you do manage to make something out of it.
What is life without risk? What if you had a perfect life where everything went right? Would it really mean anything to you? But in a life where there is a chance of complete and utter failure and you still succeed, that's a beautiful thing, genuinely. One more s'more for the road.
One more s'more for the road.
Fuck, that's good.
So, I don't know. I will say both regular s'mores and Reese's s'mores have their place, but like sometimes like I fuck with the regular s'more, but sometimes I'm like, God, I just want a Reese's s'more.
It's good. It's like a 9 out of 10. It's fantastic. It's just a little too sweet sometimes.
See, I have a sweet tooth the size of a mammoth tusk, so that doesn't affect me.
Damn!
It's like there's genuinely so much sugar that I consume, and yet I went to the doctor where I live, which is very rural. And I was worried. I was like, I've been eating a lot of fucking sugar lately with like the holidays and everything. Like, could I possibly be developing like pre-diabetes or even diabetes or something? And I had my blood taken, and I said, "How's it look, doc?" And he said, "Mishi, this is probably the third healthiest blood panel I've ever seen in my entire career of working here, and I've worked here my whole life as a doctor." And I said, "Really?" I don't know if that's a good thing about me, or if there's just people who he actually did say, he's like, "Well, you have to understand, people here drink ranch like it's a beverage." And I said, "Well, yeah." That makes sense.
Let me ask you one question, and then I think we will end the stream.
Okay.
If you had one wish, no bullshit with the monkey's paw where it's like, oh, I'm trying to fuck you over. So it's like you're given a wish from a genie, and the genie's like, hey, I'm trying to help you here. There's no bullshit. There's no side shit. If you had one fucking wish, what would you wish for in this world or the next?
Okay. Is this like I feel like I should make a wish for the better good of humanity, or like a selfish wish?
It is the wish that would bring you joy.
Okay. Here's what I would say, okay? I would say that, and this is a selfish wish, but it's one that I saw on the internet and I said that actually makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a lot of sense. Is that anything that I wanted to pay for, okay? I would reach into my pocket or my purse or whatever, and I would pull out the exact amount needed to finalize that purchase. So that way, like, you know what? Hey, and it's not that I need the things, but let's say I wanted to make something that I want. I want to buy this thing. I want to make a purchase. I want to do this. So let's say I want to donate to a charity. I want to donate $500,000 to this charity. Pull it out. Oh wow! Well, look at that. There it is. There it is right there. I need to pay rent. Okay, here. Let me go in. Oh wow! Look at that. Go take the cash to a fucking Publix or whatever and get a cashier's note and pay it the old way, but at least, you know, or put it into a bank account or something. Well, then I'd get audited. I think cash is probably fine. I want to pay for real. Like this thing. I feel like it's a good combination, because unfortunately, like if I had to do like a wish for the world, it would be, and this would probably be the better wish, right? This would be the non-selfish wish, is that I think that it goes back to what we were talking about before, like the difference between empathy versus compassion. I would wish that every single person in the world now felt compassion, because a lot of people, I feel like they don't have empathy at all. Like it's not even, and then a lot of people have empathy, but they don't have the means or the time or anything else to put action behind it. So, or the care, like they might feel bad. They're like, oh wow, I feel bad for that person. I can relate, but I'm not going to do anything about it. So, and especially when it comes to like, world leaders, when it comes to corporate owners, blah, 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 the ability to feel compassion, I think would be a very important trait for a lot of people to have, that maybe we would have things if that happened. We would have universal health care. We would have like universal basic income in like certain circumstances. We would have all these other like cool shit that other countries have that we're just, where is it? Where's our pay? You want us to have a bunch of babies, but you're not going to pay us to have the babies? What do you mean you're charging $30,000 for me to pump out this thing out of my coochie? All right, and then you're not going to pay for me to be on maternity leave? What the fuck? Like that kind of shit, you know what I mean?
We simply want you to have more children for less money,
more
please.
Babies!
More babies!
It's the no-take, only throw. More baby! Pay for baby? No pay! Only have baby!
More
like, okay,
baby!
Sure, dude. So that would be my non-selfish wish. My selfish wish is what I said before about the money, because I feel like I would be able to help out organizations. I'd be able to help out friends. I'd be able to pay for all of like the bare necessities myself without worrying. Because I feel like the thing that prevents most people from taking chances is financial insecurity.
True.
Because they want to know that they have a roof over their head. They want to make sure that they have their bills are paid, that there's food on the table. And that's honestly it. Genuinely, it comes down to food on the table, roof over their head. As long as those things are taken care of, because that's what the bare minimum people are living with a lot everywhere, actually. Like if they're living paycheck to paycheck, they're not really living, they're just surviving. They're in an apartment, they can afford food, they can get to where they need to go, and that's about it.
That's true.
So if that's the bare minimum, then that covers it. And then I can take chances to do things that I actually want to do. I can have the time to pursue my creative passions, which is ultimately where I would like to be, whether that's like publishing books, whether that's starting my my IRL YouTube channel. That'll be fun eventually. Just other stuff.
Ozzy got more work to do.
That would be my wish. I don't know if he could. I don't know if he would edit for IRL Mishi.
Oh, I bet. I don't know. Well, if Ozzy's here, if Ozzy's in the room right now, please speak. Like an apparition.
Word starts moving.
Yeah,
what would your wish be?
My wish would be simple, because I'm still afraid of the monkey's paw. No matter what, even if the monkey paw says, no, I won't fuck you over, I'm like, all right, sure, buddy. But the thing that I would wish for is that we would, as a people, work together more, be more willing to help each other. That's what I want. Just like a 1% increase in helping each other, because genuinely that's all I think we need to do better, is just the compassion. Like we all want to help. I know that sounds like a Miss America answer.
We all band together to throw the rich into the fire. We finally get that push that we need.
That's what we need. Or the rich could just start finally pulling their head out of their ass. But also, the camera that looks at the fire exclusively is like glowing red hot in there, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. But
that is very interesting.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Oh,
I'm glad we got to like hang out and vibe.